the ground. Well, I guess it's come to this. I guess it's best we build that bunker in the back. Accept the wretch for what's yet to be determined. Try to grasp the blunders of the past. Beams for the bunker built for sound structure. Puncture ground with that flat shovel spike. But before we do that, we should have some dinner. Clean up this clutter and take down the Christmas lights. Yeah, I guess it's come to this. Board up the windows with the bathroom doors. Batten down the hatches with the mattresses. Lay out a pillow on the concrete floor. It's probably best we cozy up in the basement. Expect the sky's loud crash to last. Feel the taste for canned beans and box raisins. And patiently wait for the clouds to pass. Oh, yeah. Call the children, the sky's coming down. Earth shakes in the siren sound. Wake the ghosts up in their soul down. The driving empty birds on the ground.
To say we live in a time of uncertainty, of course, a gross understatement. Shifting geopolitical tectonic plates and climate change, not to mention a fucking plague. Plus, don't forget the invasion of Ukraine. Roe v. Wade under threat of being overturned. Fascism experiencing a global surge. Conspiracy theories propagating at crazy rates due to unchecked misinformation fanning the flames. Even optimists inclined to frown while they hit the bunker, cause the sky's coming down.
Call the children, the sky's coming down. Earth shakes in the siren sound. Wake the ghosts up in their soul down. The driving empty birds on the ground. Strong winds, I feel it in the passages. Pack up the duct tape, tweezers and bandages. Reaction in the line of every action. Waving those shiny things, bleeding distraction. Hugging up the rich, more powerful than destruction. Building up the bunches, making airlock construction. It's torturous, but it'll never take our souls. Crossing every intersection, making us whole. And they'll hang 'em by the guts till enough say no. Raising up the crowds till they all yell go. Yeah, we'll hang 'em by the guts till enough say no. Raising up the crowds till they all yell go. Call the children, the sky's coming down. Earth shakes in the siren sound. Wake the ghosts up in their soul down. The driving empty birds on the ground.
Mudflaps.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Dice Size Tales. I'm Craig Darling, and with me is a wonderful cast of brand new players where we're going to be playing the Alien RPG by Free League Publishing with a module that I've kind of tweaked and toyed with a little bit called Chariot of the Gods. We're going to say hello to the rest of the cast in just a second, but before I do, just a couple of shout outs here for some stuff we've got going on at the Emerald Collective. You can find our first foray into the world of podcasting wherever you usually get your podcasts. No Silver Linings is a Call of Cthulhu podcast by Mark Corrigan of Shunnock Games. It features 15 episodes of chilling horror set in Silvermine's Tipperary in 1919. You can also catch the Violet Madness returning to the Emerald Collective in podcast form. Episode 0 recaps the story so far and sets the scene for the adventurer's quest to rid the land of Castodia of the magical disease known only as the Violet Madness. Currently, episode 29 of the Violet Madness is on all the regular platforms, at least those that we're still affiliated with, and episode 30 releases on the 4th of February. Our Patreon is also live, and you can head over there by clicking the link in the chat. Depending on the tier you choose, you'll receive original monsters, magic items, and maps to use in your games each month, and there will also be an opportunity to get early access to some of our podcasts, discounts, and select items of Drive-Thru RPG. We'll get shout-outs on stream and bonus content, as well as discounts on commissions from both It's a Map and Lisheng Javi, formerly of Zorp's Art, who are responsible for all of the awesome Patreon art. We've also created a $1 tier for those folk who would like to show their support but can't quite stretch to the $5 or $10 tiers. And if you don't quite have the coin to spare to pledge, fear not, because you can still give our Patreon a follow and get a free original monster and magic item for your trouble. Plus, on occasion, even more free content. So make sure you stick around, and we cannot wait to share all the gems in the Emerald Collection with you. Speaking of Patreon shoutouts, I've never got to do this to our Patreon shoutouts face before, but Dean, thank you. Thank you for continuing to support the Patreon. We love you very much, and we love having you
That's
as
something
part
we have
of
in
the
common.
Emerald Collective.
That's something we have in common, because I love myself very much too.
Hey, well, as you should. And that's all we got for now. I've got some announcements for some streams we've got coming up in the next week or so, but we'll deal with that in the back half. Before we hop into today's stream, where we're going to be doing a sort of very quick session 0 style first half. We're going to be building our characters for this system, going over the basic mechanics before diving straight into it. But before we do all that, I'd like to introduce you to some very wonderful people who you'll see all around the screen here. Starting right below me with Roberto. If you could just quickly reintroduce yourself, a familiar face from Season 1, and the character you'll be playing and building in the next couple minutes.
Yep. So, hi, my name's Roberto. I'm relatively new here, but I've been a part of the old Dice Size Tales and one other game with Carrie.
Cain Adventures in Andromedas. You should know this by now. Give it its proper title, Roberto.
All right. Apologies. And I played in the previous Dice Size Tales as Endymion. Today I'm going to be playing or creating a character called named Oliver Cushell, the head scientist of his division.
Very good, very good. And then moving down, we have a newer face, Danalu or Zool. Why don't you say hello, introduce yourself. If you'd like, you can share your socials and tell us about the character we're going to be building.
Hello, my name is Dana Lou, or Zool, because there is no Dana, there's only Zool. And I have played on a couple of one-shots on D8 Dungeon and off-stream here with a couple of our DMs. And I play in a game called The Knights Who Say Chill on Critter XD's YouTube channel. I play a tiefling cleric named Oriana, and she is Oriana the Sheltering Light. We play about once a month. And I'm really looking forward to being Tigraine Houston. And I am the pilot of this here ship. I do my job, and I expect you to do yours. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, let's do that indeed. Flipping over to the bottom right, a storied face within the Emerald Collective. Carrie, why don't you say hello?
Hey, I'm Carrick, probably a veteran of the EC at this stage. I've been on pretty much every stream we have at some point. And yeah, I am playing Damon Connors, who is a colonial marine, and we'll find out more about what that means when we build the character, because we haven't done that yet. And yeah, you can catch me on Software on Saga tomorrow night. You can catch me on my own stream, Arcane Adventures in Andromedas. We do have an upcoming game that I'll be a part of soon on our Sundays. We have a Return of Daggerheart scheduled eventually. We haven't set that in stone yet, but you'll catch me there. And yeah, at various one-shots where people decide they need players. And obviously returning from Craig's second game here on the EC, Heirs to the Hand. For some reason that escaped my head, where I played Baird, who may or may not have some inspiration of the character I'm playing here now in a different universe, because I miss him.
Yeah, I miss him dearly too. He,
He was cool.
I miss our little Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bringing the
Uh,
accent back, so you may deal with it.
oh yes, now, that's a voice I've not heard in a long time.
Yep, I'm from Texas
Move,
again. Yeehaw.
moving up
I
from
actually am from
Carrie.
Texas, so watch out.
I don't get into stereotypes. Don't worry.
Moving up, we have another familiar face to Dice Size Tales from season 1, and also our featured Patreon shout out, Dino. Hello.
I think I should have a T-shirt or something to say that. Hi. Yeah, I'm Dean. From season 1, I was playing Eugene Gobrana. Tonight I am playing Nikolai Romanov. An old veteran. Kind of. We'll get into his story in the background, what we were talking about before. But yeah, playing a tabletop RPG club here where we teach newbies how to play and then take veterans through how to play, how to run games, whatever. And I'm a DM for hire up around here. I've played a few other characters on the streams. Ozzy Birch was in that last one. That weird one that what was it called again? The Old Gods of Appalachia, which was
Yes.
class. And I am in the No Silver Linings podcast, season 1. Season 2 will be coming out. Yeah, okay. And season 3 was the first start of recording. Season 3 was a blast. Is it though?
Is it though? Very good. And then last but certainly not least, another familiar face to the Emerald Collective. We've got Keith.
Hello, I am indeed Keith, and I'm back. I've been very happy to come back here again and play more games. It kind of seems like all I do. I just kind of hang around the back door, hoping someone will open the door and throw out some scraps of
You
some
guys rolling dice in
RPGs
here?
that I can play with. You guys got some dice? Can I come too? Yeah, very happy to be back here with Dean on the No Silver Linings trilogy now, which we just started filming the third season. We haven't finished playing the second story, but we started filming the third story last weekend, the weekend before, in a lighthouse down on Loop Head, like literally out on the edge, like on a cliff edge, with no Wi-Fi, where we just stayed for 3 days and recorded.
But apart from the window in the kitchen, in the hallway, there was Wi-Fi in the hallway.
There was a window in the hallway where everyone just left their phones that they could get a signal, and occasionally you'd walk by and check your phone. But it was awesome times. But yes, very glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Hi, everybody. And I am going to be playing Russell, who is a roughneck, which is a very cool name for anybody, and is also his job description or his personality type. I'm not too sure. We will find out, because I believe this is going to be session 0.1. So we'll find out who Russell is. He's been designed to be very scruffy from Futurama, but I hear a lot of genuine and less genuine Texan accents rolling around, so I might try and change his accent so it's not to offend or get confusing. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I might
Very good.
Have inspiration as well.
What do you mean less than genuine? I think it's great.
Hey,
Not
do whatever
actually
accent
Texan.
you want. It's fine.
It's okay. I do a Limerick
it's
accent
all
for our
love.
other game where, and I think is Paddy from Limerick. I feel like I'm taking off Paddy's accent.
Paddy's
off
from
when I'm doing Nira's.
Meath, Longford?
He sounds a bit like Nira. Every time I'm doing Nira's accent.
He does.
That's another game I'm on is Rebirth of the Graven King with Craig, who is another player in that game. And Carrick was for a while. He was too suspicious.
They didn't like me.
Yeah, he had to go.
He had to go.
You're gonna miss that
very-
power when you go up against the shard. Just saying.
No, and I don't doubt it. And also, Technics 1987 just subscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you for doing that very much. These are our wonderful cast of players, and I'm Craig, like I said at the top of the game, and I am your mother. That's right. In the Alien RPG, the game master is called the Game Mother, and as your mother, I love you all very much, and I'm very proud of you. Before we get
Thank you, Kate Mother.
into the actual character
Beloved
creation,
smother,
I
Damien
do
Mother.
want to just talk a little bit just about the system we're going to dive into and kind of the basic mechanics. I don't want to get like too bogged down in the specifics, as a lot of that is just best learned as we play and as situations develop. So the Alien RPG is very, very different from, say, a lot of like high fantasy games we might have played, like D&D or Daggerheart. It's built to emulate the sort of tone, pacing, and dread of the Alien film franchise. Whereas, like in D&D, say you have like this heroic group of super powerful characters coming together to overcome danger. Alien is very much so like regular people being put into an extreme situation, and the likelihood of injury or death is very high. It's atmosphere over mechanics. It's sort of tension over tactics. Um, and it all kind of boils down to kind of your basic skill roll. Instead of rolling like a d20 and a d10 and all these, we're only be dealing with d6s largely. Your basic skill roll kind of breaks down. If you want to follow along, there is a rules reference card just in the handout section on the Roll20. But basically, you grab your base die, which is determined by your stats and attributes, and you modify based on like any like mechanical bonuses you might have, or like if the situation's hard, you might take some dice away. You add your stress dice and you roll it as like a big pool of dice. Um, Instead of looking for numerical values when these dice are rolled, the dice track successes or failures. Successes are whenever a 6 comes up on a die, that's counted as a success, and when we roll it in the Roll20, it'll have like a little crosshair icon to represent a success. Um, Anything under a 6 is counted as a failed roll, and it doesn't matter how many successes you roll, so long as you get that one initial success, the thing you're trying to do is going to succeed. Additional successes can give you additional benefits, extra damage, some kind of extra effect to the action or maybe even the attack that you're making. Um, However, your stress die come in as tension kind of mounts and the situation gets a little bit more serious. These stress die begin getting added onto the skill rolls that you make. And if you roll a 1 on those stress die, it triggers a stress response, and you'll get a sort of a mechanical detriment
Oh,
that will take some time to like kind of
pesky.
overcome. It is recoverable, but stress die are interesting in that as you gain levels of stress, you gain that same number of stress die. So you could have, like, for example, 6 levels of stress. You're rolling 6 stress die every time you make a roll. And all of these stress die can give you extra successes. So they're really good at emulating that sort of like performance under pressure. But it's when they roll that 1 on those die that things can kind of spiral and get a little out of control. Um, Again, a lot of this is kind of best learnt in practice, and as we build the character sheets, how this exactly works will become a little bit more clear. Um, in terms of the actual gameplay itself, it's when we're dealing with like time and distance, it's a lot more abstract. So we're not dealing with like, a round is 6 seconds, where in the Alien game, a round is more like 5 minutes, and then like you have bands of time beyond that. So it could be like a turn would be like 15 minutes. A shift would be a period of hours. And it's a lot more kind of fluid and less granular than we might be used to. In the same way, movement is a lot less granular. We're not counting feet of movement. We're counting like short distances and long distances. Um, Say we're out of combat, we're going to kind of just handle distances as they come up. It's not going to be too important, but when we get into combat, that will become a little bit more mechanical. Um, Other than that, like those are kind of that's kind of the big thing I wanted to get into before we started building our character sheets. Um, Combat will be largely familiar. Whenever you have your turn in combat, you have a full action and a quick action, similar to an action bonus action that we might be used to. Or you can alternate and make 2 quick actions instead. Um, and I think that we can leave the rest for now as we go into our character sheets. I've given you. What's up, my friend?
It was just you looked at at your rules. You went, "Yeah, I'm not reading all that out."
Yeah, well, no, it's like I said, there is like more I could get into at this point, but it's going to be a lot better to just kind of go in and do it rather than me just talking for, another
All right, yeah, we'll
15
figure
minutes
it out.
about
Sure,
it.
it'll be grand.
We'll meander through it. It'll be grand.
Don't want to get lost.
So I've provided you all with the one-pagers for building your character class, your career. If anyone needs a little help navigating that, I'm happy to kind of walk you through it. But the first thing we're going to do is obviously get through all of the personal stuff. So I see most of you have grabbed a sheet already. Fill in your name, your career, agendas. We've all kind of talked about individually, but for those who are tuning in and might not know, personal agendas are a bit of a game mechanic that is, as far as I know, unique to the Alien version of the Year One system, where it's essentially a personal objective for that character, and kind of going down through the adventure, these agendas will evolve and change as the story changes and as these characters react to the situation they're faced with. And it's meant to kind of drive role play and in some cases like tension and even kind of lead to conflict between players. We will cross that particular bridge if it comes to it. But again, I want to just kind of enforce that your personal agendas are not an excuse to just PvP. But if it comes to that, we will deal with it. We've all spoken about our personal agendas, so you can just fill that in on your sheet already. The first thing you do when you're going through your class is you pick a talent. So you each have a choice of 3 based on the class that you picked. And that will go into the talent section on the right of your character sheet. I don't know if Kate, if you can pull up one of these character sheets for the Twitch so they can see it, or if it's already up.
Is there any particular character sheet we should be selecting?
I've left them open and editable to all of you, so I was just gonna assign them as you picked them.
Okay, cool.
I can, for example, I'm gonna throw up this should
My
show
dinner.
it on the Twitch. Oh, sorry, Kate. I'll give you that one. So when we are going in here, so we've got our appearance, our personal agendas. You can pick the talents based off that list. If anyone has any questions about the talents or how they read, please let me know. We can kind of chat it out.
So, am I going to have to go into the rules and find my like in order to find like the talent list and all of that? Am I going to have to go in and look at pilot and see what that is?
It's
Or
in the Discord as well.
okay, I don't have Discord open. So, what am I
Okay,
looking at in Discord if I have to open?
I can just read yours out to you if you'd like.
Well, I could open Discord on my phone if I need to. So
great. So that it'll be the most recent thing in the Dice Size Tales channel there.
okay. Alrighty. And so you said, like we talked about individually our personal agendas. Is that like what our general goal is, or the one that you're like, hey, pick between these 4 or 5 things and this is kind of what you're focused on? That one?
Yes, exactly. So the crew as a whole will have like their own objective over the course of the adventure, obviously, but the agendas are these little optional objectives for each of your characters. And the way that this module is kind of organized, it's organized into acts. And at the end of each act, if we'll have like a discussion, if you feel as though you've kind of acted in accordance with your personal agenda, and we're all kind of like, yeah, that makes sense, then you gain what's called a story point. And you carry that into the next act where if you fail a roll, you can burn a story point to turn it into a success.
So it's basically like kind of like this system's inspiration.
Yeah, it's an alternate avenue for you to gain that inspiration. Yeah.
Sick.
And
This is very hard to read on the Discord. I'm like looking up.
All right, so I only choose one
Dodge
talent.
roll.
yep,
Yeah.
you can choose any of the 3 that are there.
Okay.
Carrick, as the other Marine, are you stuck between 2 and 3?
I've picked overkill.
Aye, that's okay. I'll go 3 then. I'll go precise shooter then. Because
What does
so many
overkill do?
bullets? It makes Nikolai get itchy. That's what it does. So much ammunition wasted. What the fuck?
I don't know how much piloting we're actually going to be doing. Are we?
I
Who
would say
knows?
that is not going to be an irrelevant skill during this adventure.
It's not going to be irrelevant. Okay.
Yeah, it very likely will come up at least a few times.
Okay. All right.
Greg, question for you. What
Yeah.
is overkill? When it says enemies are in sight are broken, does that mean defeated?
So when we go into combat, when you are brought down to 0 hit points, you don't die. You become what is called broken. When you become broken, you roll on a critical injury table, and every time you're injured after that, you re-roll on that critical injury table. And some of the more extreme ones are like, okay, now you die, but you can just kind of like accumulate these critical injuries and still kind of push on through it.
Gotcha.
Have we started? Should I be doing something?
Yes. So yeah,
Oh,
in
sorry.
your sheets, you should.
So
be
I can
filling
pick
in your
any. There's
name.
PC3, PC2, and PC4. Will I just grab one of those?
There's a
Yeah,
blank
just
one at the
grab-
top. There's a blank one at the top.
Oh no, it just says rules reference card, Nikolai Romanov, Oliver Kushel, Damon Connors, and then there's
Oh, hold on.
Stariaka, the poisoned one.
I know why you can't see that.
Steriak, I threw her in there.
There you go. You should be able to see it now.
Blank. Alien RPG character sheet 5. That sounds like me. I'll do
Apologies,
that.
sir.
That's
Apollo. Apollo. Jeez. Oh, nice one, Craig.
Apologies. That's
Oh shit! I
good.
didn't know I was going to be playing Endymion in this campaign.
Hey.
Hey.
That would
So
be
character
overpowered.
type is character. Second edition.
Yes. Yeah, you just click on the word character and it'll open up your sheet.
Am I supposed to be typing like at something and then it's going to come up, or just type in what it is, like into my
Just
talent?
type in what it is. Yeah.
And then handwrite in what the description is, or
You can, if you have the
Yes, please.
rule PDF open and you find your page, you can copy it. But I can't get it to load. So,
we know I have it on a separate device, so that's not happening.
oh yeah, that will work.
Yeah, you'll need to just kind of jot
So-
it down manually.
Okay. And so that means that when it comes to rolling something, that's when I will add like +2 for this when it's applicable.
Let me just take a look. Which
Like the back of your
the-
hand is a +2
Okay.
for piloting.
Yeah, so anytime you, so it'll be for one specific ship or other vehicle. So in this case,
So
it
like
would be
my
the
ship,
ship you're
yeah.
starting on. It would be the Montero. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So anytime you go to make a piloting roll for it, you would add a +2 specifically with the Montero.
Okay.
We definitely had a chat about. Was it personal agendas, Craig? I
Yes.
cannot remember. Oh, you gave me some, and then I picked one. That was it.
Yes. Yeah, I gave you a few to pick from just as a starting one. And then when we hit Act 2 and your agenda's evolved, we'll have a conversation. The two of us are like, okay, where do we see this going? How is this agenda going to change?
Craig, I have a
Yeah,
question. Where do we
everybody.
find our stat spread?
So your stat spread, I'm glad you asked. So you have 14 points with which to designate between strength, wits, agility, and empathy. These are your core stats. You can put up to 4 points in any one of those abilities. Your class will have a key attribute. For example, I'm just looking at the pilot one right now. The key attribute is agility. In that skill, you can put 5 points.
So wait, we have 14 points total, right?
14 points total. Yeah.
Does that include for the minor skills?
No, this is just for your your attributes.
That's 8.
So we've got 14 to split between the four main stats, and then with those four main stats, we can split them between the 3 that is attached. Is that right?
Not quite. Let me just pull this up because I don't want to give you bad information.
So realistically, you could have up to a 4. So if you have 14 points, you could have 3 of them maxed out, and then 1 out of 2.
You can have your primary ability for your class up to a 5, and then the maximum for the others are 4.
Okay, and
So-
for a marine, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it here. What would the primary, would that be strength?
It would be, yes, strength.
So did you say agility for pilot?
Agility for pilot, yeah.
So I could put a 5 there.
You could put a 5 there, yeah.
And then say ability isn't for a colonial marine isn't. I can only put a 4 in that.
Yes, for the marine, you could put up to a 5 in your strength, and then up to a 4 in the others, yes.
Could I argue putting a 9 in there? And the reason being just because.
No, I don't think so.
It's a good argument now. And all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Solid.
hey.
I would have just said yes.
And then once you have all of your attributes sorted out, you get a total of 10 points to distribute across those 12 skills. So when we're rolling our dice pool, again, I'm just looking at the pilot sheet right now. Tigraine has put a 5 into her agility. The 3 skills linked to that are ranged combat, mobility, and piloting. If you were to put a point into any of those, it adds the skill number and the attribute number together. So, for example, let's say in ranged combat, she puts 2. So it's 2 d6s for ranged combat and plus 5 for the agility, which means that whenever she rolls a ranged combat attack, she rolls 7 d6s plus whatever stress die she has.
This is like playing Warhammer. 42d6.
All right.
Yeah,
So how many total do we get to put in those extra attributes? The extra things on the outside?
Yeah, so the skills which are around your 4 key attributes, you can put 10 points between those 12 skills.
10 in total. Okay.
Is there a cap for those skills too?
Yes, 1 to 5, I believe. Let me just double check.
Yeah, I was just curious if I could just like throw 10 in one skill. I'm not gonna do that, but can I like throw 10 in
Mobility.
one skill?
Yeah,
I
you
was
could
really
throw-
tempted to put 10.
Yeah,
could
I
throw
will
5
never
into
get
2
touched
skills.
again.
Is there any restriction on like say I've got 5 in strength because it's I tip it top. Is there any restriction on like say I've got 1 in empathy just because? Can I only put 1 die in those 3 attributes attached to it, or can I still put like could I put more?
I see what
You know
you're
what I mean?
asking. Yeah, so you could put however many of those skill points into whatever skills you want. You're not limited by the attribute score.
Okay, so this 5 in strength is 5d6 for like a strength something.
Yes.
Okay.
So next up is the gear then, I think. Is it, Craig?
It will be shortly.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through a couple things. I'm just gonna do it kind of in order as of the character sheet provides it.
Oh, Dave, thanks for giving Keith the boon.
Hey,
I'm going
Dave
to
has been
need
very
it.
generous with his boons today. Thank you very much for that, sir.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I'll give you all a
I would
moment.
also say I will say thanks, but sorry, I've got 3 different screens and it's still not enough for all of the different information I'm trying to run here.
I've
No
got 1
worries, yeah.
screen and a nose.
Sorry if I'm quiet. I've been like copying down like for
I don't
scientists,
know what's
inquisitive is 1 sentence. For
Yes.
analysis, it's a paragraph, and I had to
Yeah,
paraphrase
absolutely.
that and stuff. Like that's what that. So if I'm quiet, that's why.
No, it's quite all right. We're kind of that's kind of the nature of it, right? As we're building it, and I'm glad you guys are asking questions. But yeah, like don't worry about being particularly quiet while you're building this.
Can you talk me through what I'm doing here, Craig? Not just for me. This is for the people at home who would like
Of
to hear all
course.
about it. I know
Yeah, of course,
everything.
of
I've
course.
read all this. I've done my
Yeah,
homework.
you have perfect
But
knowledge. I know
for the
this.
benefit of those at home. What's
Yes.
this game called again?
Call of Yoo-hoo.
Yeah. So
Call of Yoo-hoo.
I'm a roughneck,
Yes.
and that says key attribute is strength.
Yes.
So I start off with 14 points to divvy up, correct?
Between your strength, agility, wits, and empathy, yes.
None of those can go above 4, except for now strength, because it's my key attribute.
Yes.
That thumbs up. Now that's gone to 5, so we're straight there. So now means I've got 9 left.
Yeah, it means if you put a 5 in your strength, that means you have 9 more points to put between your other 3 attributes.
And then when we're going to roll a skill check in this game, my dice pool starts with one of those 4. So I take, say we're rolling something, and I start with, say, the strength, and then I'll go to I'll add more dice depending on the numbers that are in the 3 subsections of strength, which are heavy machinery, close combat, and stamina.
Yes,
So I would start
you've got it exactly. So
Cool.
when you go to make a roll, say let's for example with your strength, you've got a 5 in your strength. Say you put 2 ranks into close combat, you would just click on your character sheet that close combat skill, and it will automatically add your strength plus your close combat together, and that will
Fantastic.
be your dice pool.
Groovy. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this. So what we said, I have 5 in strength, and I still have 9 points to distribute between agility, empathy, and wits.
Yes.
Okay, so Russell's a roughneck, which is engineer guy, or not an engineer. Yeah, more mechanic.
Yeah, kind of like an
He's driving the
engineer.
power loaders. He's in my world, I work in the events industry, and in my head, Russell is Cycrew. Russell is actually based off a Cycrew driver who drives one of the forks in Cycrew.
I love that.
So these guys are first in, last out, up before everybody else in the morning, out fixing stuff, hitting things with hammers. He's got a blowtorch and like a wrench and stuff like that. So obviously he's into strength, agility, empathy, wits. Any thoughts? I'm kind of like,
I'd say he'd have a load of wits behind him. I mean,
wits
you
sounds
know.
good. Yeah,
It
I like
does
that.
sound good.
I mean,
you are an
med-
engineer.
medically, he's just going to give him duct tape and the soda cream. Yeah, that's the way I'd do
Oh
it.
yeah, like the MacGyver type of thing, you know, like
Yeah.
a fucking elastic
Yeah,
band
yeah.
and a fucking paper
Burn it
clip.
off.
The next thing there's like some sort of a
And a
device
stick of
or
gum.
something.
Yeah, you got to have the gum
So-
in there.
Oh yeah. Will we go for 4 in wits? 3,
If
4?
you'd like.
So I've got 9 to put across 3 things. So that will be 3, 3, 3, which is 2, which is boring. So let's do 4, and then the next one would be 3 and 2. Would that make sense?
Yeah. I feel like with what I know about Russell from what we've talked about, I feel like his empathy.
For those of you at home,
is
that
higher
has been
than his agility.
exclusively gifs of Scruffy from Futurama.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like he's got more in empathy than he does agility. If that
I
makes
think
sense.
so. I see him as kind of like really, really old and creaky.
Yeah.
So he's strong. I think it's like that rope kind of like muscle, you know, super duper skinny
Yeah.
and strong.
Like my granddad.
Yeah, nice and kind.
I just
but,
assume
like,
he has a beer belly.
Like Morris dancers.
I think he's I think he's like, I don't think he can
Stringy.
physically bend over. I think he might just be like
He'll
rigid.
just bend over. He folds.
So we'll give him. So 9 minus 4 gives me 5. So I think 3 and 2 or 4 and 1. No, 3 and 2. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2. Does that sound good?
4 and 1 is spicy though.
Ah, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
I love it.
Yeah, because we're working together with each other. So like there's no point in like all of us being completely balanced. Okay, so we've got 5 in strength, 4 in wits, 4 in empathy, and 1 in agility.
Bold of you to assume we're all working together. I don't know what your agendas are.
You pretty much got my loadout, except my 1 is in strength instead of agility.
Oh, you see, already now
Yeah.
we're balancing each other out. Excellent.
What I'm going with is I have 5 strength, 4 agility, 1 in empathy, 4 in wits.
Ah, cool,
Very
cool.
nice.
So
Nice,
so
nice.
if you're getting 5 in wits, are you going to be putting your proficiency more in comtech or like observation?
Oh, my 5 is in strength. Did someone put their 5 in wits?
I have a
Is that you,
4 in
Carrie?
wits, and I went with
Oh.
2 in survival and 1 in observation.
Oh yeah, 4 in wits. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's
And,
the next step then?
So
Sorry,
the next
those
step
4.
is your skills, which are arranged around the attribute that they correlate with.
They're
You
the
have
subsections that are attached onto your core. So we've got the 4
exactly.
core abilities. Did we call them abilities?
Yeah,
Attributes.
they're
4 core
attributes.
attributes.
Yes.
Or attributes, depending on what way you like to pronounce it. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
And
depending
then
on
each
where
of
you are.
those has 3 sub skills, which is
Yes.
same as
So it
D&D.
gives you
Your attributes are your natural abilities, and then your skills are your learned stuff on top of that.
Exactly. And between those 12 skills, you can distribute 10 points.
Ah, and if I go back to my roughneck thing, it says key skills: heavy machinery, stamina, close contact, which are my 3 off strength. So does that mean I should, or
Those are the recommended for this class.
All right. So what was the recommended for pilot?
For pilot, well, I'm going to assume, yeah, piloting is the first one. Ranged combat is the second, and comtac is the third.
Oh, Comtech is the third. Okay. All right. All
so
right.
that's
all right,
10
all right.
then into my skills. Okie dokie. And did you say, Craig, is there a max for the skills? So presumably they can't
5
go
is
over.
the max for the skills.
Oh, so none of them can go over 5. How
Yeah.
can I tell? Ah, shit. I think Russell is 100% heavy machinery. This guy drives a fucking power loader.
Yeah, big trucker vibes.
Is he
Yes.
question, is he forklift certified?
Of course. Of
I
course
think
he is.
he's been driving it for so long. It was like in Ireland in the 80s, whereas they had like a backlog and they just dumped a load of certs out. But he could teach the guy who teaches the forklift machine, the forklift cert, he could teach him a few things. But I think he's never actually gotten it. I think everyone just like makes allowances for him.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, normally we wouldn't, but it's you, so it's fine.
You're not allowed to do that. Oh, sorry, Russell. I didn't realize that was you.
Oh, sorry, Russell. Forgive me.
Yeah, I won't say it again.
Craig,
so
I
I'm
shot
gonna
you
put
at the
5
end
in
there.
heavy machinery.
Just so I want to get your take on that.
Sorry, Carrie.
Yeah, I'm
say
okay
again?
with that.
He sent a picture of his
Yep.
feet or something.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
very
yeah,
okay
yeah.
with that.
Exactly that. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I just feel like it makes sense, you know?
Yeah, totally. I love that for this character. Once we've all thrown points into abilities and your skills, if you just want to test it out, you can click on any one of your skills and
Ooh.
it'll roll your dice pool.
Yes, please. Can I ask a question? Sorry, before we go further.
Yeah,
I have just dumped those 10 points into those 3 skills. Is that a silly thing for me to do, or is that like
I think that's a wonderful thing to do.
excellent? That's all right. I don't mind like fucking doing bad things.
As
Let's
someone
see
with
what heavy
extensive
machinery is going to
experience
look
in
like.
playing with Craig, I don't know. I think he's setting you up there.
Nice.
Why
No, I
does
think-
Damon
Holy
already
shit.
have stress?
I rolled 10
Well, I
dice
shouldn't
for
have
heavy
stress.
machinery, and I got a
Yeah,
1 6.
it says you rolled a panic, so it means you have a stress.
Yeah,
I think it was-
I think
I
maybe
think
you've
I-
got it clicked.
I clicked it back.
That's the other thing I wanted to get into now that we have the stress gauge here is, so yeah, I could see Keith, you just rolled there for your heavy machinery. If you all want to go to the left-hand side of the sheet, you can see where it says stress level and just like click any one of those. It'll give you a number from 1 to 10 and then click one of your skills and you'll see how it adds the stress dice into that check. So we could see on this first one, and on the second one. Oh man, we got panics all the way around. As they're So yeah, with this range of rolls, you can see stress can generate extra successes, like in Roberto's first roll there. And then the ones are marked with this friendly little face hugger. When that happens, you'll
Little
get
fugger.
a stress response, which is rolled on a table, and potentially even start to panic, which again we'll get into because I want to keep it light. Experience points we're not going to deal too much with over the course of this adventure. Underneath that is story points, which we briefly covered. That's linked to your agenda and are awarded at the end of each act. Flipping back over to the left-hand side of the screen, you can see health.
Can I ask a quick question? Sorry, Craig.
Yeah, of course.
The rules thing I was looking at was saying that if you roll a 1 or a face hugger, it triggers a stress response. Why is it saying it's triggering panic? Is that a different thing? Or
Yes,
am I
panic is a
mistaken?
different thing. To get into that kind of briefly, I will ask you to make panic rolls whenever a particularly stressful or scary thing happens. What a stress response is when you roll a 1 on that stress die. You roll on a table, and there's a chance that you pick up this sort of minor mechanical detriment. You can see
Okay,
these
because on
stress
roll 20,
responses
sorry.
at the bottom left of your character sheet. Um, and depending on which of these stress responses you pick up, you might get a -2 to certain checks. Some other things might happen, but where that links into panic is that sometimes a stress response will trigger a panic roll, and these panic responses work in pretty much the exact same way that the stress responses do. It's even the same roll of the die, but they are a little bit more intense and potentially devastating when they come up.
Fantastic. And you see in the chat on roll 20 where it says subclasses and then it says panic. Does that mean to say stress when we're
Uh,
rolling?
so the face hugger, the nomenclature in the Alien RPG is a 1 on the stress die is called you rolled a panic.
Cool. I see. Sorry.
So
Sounds
yeah,
good.
so you would roll a stress response based off rolling that 1 panic. However, you may not necessarily, depending on what you get on the stress response.
Cool. Okie dokie.
Um,
So I need to choose my gear.
yes, we're gonna do that in just a moment here.
All right, wait, I haven't started that yet. Cool.
Underneath your stress level, you'll see your health. In the second edition, your health is calculated. Give me a sec. You add your strength and your agility scores together, and then you divide it by 2. If it's a fraction, round up. But whatever that is your starting health. For example, for Tigraine, just because again I've got the sheet open, you add your agility and your strength together. So in Tigraine's case, it would be an 8, and then divide that by 2. Her starting health would be 4.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then underneath your health, you will also see resolve.
Yep.
Resolve is calculated in a similar way. Resolve is mechanically used to keep your nerves in check. So whenever you run a stress response or a panic response, your resolve kind of acts as a buffer when you're making that roll, and it'll kind of reduce the severity of it. Your resolve is calculated by adding your wits plus your empathy scores divided by 2. And again, if it's a fraction, round up.
Okay.
Nice.
I have a 2.
I got 4.
And this is kind of a good moment as we're generating our resolve to get into, like, we've talked a bit about stress and panic rolls. It is the same roll both times. Whenever you are prompted to roll a stress response or a panic response, you roll a d6, you add your current stress level to the result, and then you subtract your total resolve from that.
I've been interrupted by the goblin Alora with her pants on her head, so I don't know how to generate my resolve.
No problem. Resolve it's quite all right. We forgive the goblins here. The resolve is calculated very similarly to how your health is. However, instead of adding your strength and agility together, you're adding your wits and empathy together and dividing that number by 2.
So wits plus E over 2, and health was, what do you say? Agility plus strength, A plus S.
And
Is
then
that
again
it?
divided in half.
Divided by 1.5.
2. Yeah.
Round up.
Oh, round up.
Yeah, divided by
rounding up
2,
Okay,
is just a
round up.
fraction.
So health is 4 and resolve would be 3.
Yes, that looks right to me.
I went 4 agility just because he's a ranged dude, 5 strength, 2 wits, and 3 empathy. Because why not?
Yeah, that sounds perfectly great. Very good. Moving on. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I've moved on. I'm moving on to gear. Is that okay?
That is totally okay. I will get to gear in just a sec, but if you want to just kind of do it in the background, that's fine.
Sure.
Underneath resolve, you'll see radiation. We're not going to worry about that yet, but it will come up. So more on that later.
Or it might not if you're nice, Craig.
It might not if I'm nice, but
You look really pretty
historically, I'm
today,
a bad
Craig.
guy.
Fun in that.
Oh, thank you.
Did you do something different with your hair?
I did actually. Thank you for noticing. Underneath radiation, you'll see critical injuries. You're all very sound and healthy at the start of this adventure, so don't worry about that. On the opposite side of the screen, from critical injuries, you will see signature item. This can be any sort of mundane item of your choosing. It is meant to be an item that would have a lot of sentimental value to your character. Mechanically speaking, what this does for you is once a session, you'll be able to interact with your signature item to reduce a level of stress. And it can be pretty much anything you want it to be.
And I think the character sheet or the character suggestion sheet that you gave us has a list of a few signature items that we can pick from.
Yeah, you can choose your own, or you can pick from the list if you'd like.
Tool belt. I'm gonna sit at home stroking my tool belt.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay, please. We don't want to hear about that. You know,
Hey, this is how I
what you do on
reduce
your own
stress,
time
okay?
is, you know,
Don't kink shame me.
yeah, what you do on your own time is your business.
And then
I
for
definitely
your
use my
starting
tool
gear, there will be a cache of supplies and gear on board the Montero, but also you can pick from that list on your on that character info page that I shared on the Discord. It should give you a list of 6 items you can pick from. You can generate them randomly if you want to roll a d6 twice, or you can just pick 2 of them. And I totally get that you might not know what all of those things do just from a first glance. So if you have any questions about them, please let me know.
Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to ask, because in my character creation, what we talked about, it seems like my character might have a systems diagnostic device on her, but would it be more likely for her to have her own compression suit?
I don't think
Because
you
she
need to
definitely
worry
has a
about.
pistol. She definitely
For
has
sure,
a
she
pistol.
has a pistol. I don't think you need to
Rocket
worry about
launcher.
compression suits. The Montero
Right.
will be equipped with compression suits, enough for
Right.
the whole crew.
Awesome.
So, Craig, I'm taking the smart gun and the personnel armor. Where would I find this? See, my PDF isn't loading. It's just all blank pages for some reason.
That's quite all right. If it's easier for you, I can screenshot these items and just put them in the Discord for
Yeah,
you.
I would
Yes,
appreciate
please.
Okay, so we'll do this one at a time. Carrie, can you tell me again what you're picking up?
it. I'm taking the M56A2 smart gun, the heavy machine gun, from what I'm remembering, and then the M3 personnel armor.
Okay, great. Give me just a moment, and I will put that in the Discord. There's the smart gun.
Can I just throw out there? I love this genre of game.
Yeah, me too.
What's spooky?
Haven't even
Or
started. I
sci-fi?
pissed twice.
Well, that's
I love
been an
it.
ongoing thing. I don't think that's related to the game.
What, pissing twice?
You should see a doctor about that.
Yeah. He was like that in
Here, when my
Lighthouse
bladder
and
went,
stuff.
it was like I need to go to the toilet. That was it.
All right, Carrig, I've put those in the Discord for you.
Craig, my signature item, just for flavor, is my gold teeth, which is melted down from Granda's watch to remind me there's always a little time left. So you're just going to be
Nice.
sucking on the gold teeth every now and again.
My two pieces of gear are a cutting torch and a maintenance jack. And a maintenance jack, I believe, is kind of, from the picture, it looks like it's a wrench or a spanner. And they both give me +1 and +2 in construction and repairs or heavy machinery.
Very good. Do
Which I've already
you
got.
do you need me to cut and paste that into the Discord, or are you good to add that into your sheet?
No, I've typed it in myself, thanks.
Great.
I knew you were going to say that, Dave. I was literally watching chat to see when someone would do that. Dave would.
If Dave could cut his own torch.
What do you do?
What do you do?
Is it though?
Is it though?
I went for a motion tracker because Nickel, I ain't no stupid bitch.
Nice.
And I'm just
Yeah.
going for.
We got the sound effect on.
Oh,
the
here,
soundboard.
last night before going to bed, I was playing the Alien Fireteam Elite game beforehand just to shoot the gun.
Sure.
And I went for the M4A1. M41A,
Oh.
sorry. Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Very good.
Just a normal pulse rifle. Sorry, the be all and end all of rifles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the underneath grenade launcher. Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh, does it have a grenade launcher on it? I am so happy.
I believe, yeah, I believe
It
that's
does
the same
now.
one. The pulse rifle, yeah?
In
the
movie it did.
M41A.
Yeah, that's
Over-
the classic,
over,
like,
under.
from Aliens, the one that the
Yeah.
Marines had, where it's like the assault rifle with the underneath grenade launcher.
Oh
And
yeah.
if you took
armor
it off, it
piercing,
turned into
full auto.
armor. It turned into Optimus Prime. So it was kind of cool.
All right, so I put in my pistol.
Yeah.
I have a space to write effect and then maybe another place to put in gear description. So, like in effect, would I put in my modifier and damage, and then in description put like range, ammo, that kind of thing?
So you would put that, do you see at the bottom middle of your character sheet where you see weapons?
Yes.
Yeah, so you just hit the plus sign and it'll bring up a new one.
Uh-huh.
You could just fill in M4R3 service pistol as the name, and then you'll see two boxes to the right of that. The first one is your modifier, and the second one is your damage.
Excellent. Thank you.
No problem.
Excellent. See, I was listening.
I'm learning. Very good. Anyone else for any kind of item help?
No, if anybody has that, go ahead and do that, and then I have a question more about the pistol.
No, all good.
Where can I find the list of items?
So you will find that in the Discord on that scientist page that I shared just before we went live. It's under gear. It'll show you that list of 6 items.
Oh, I was looking at like the website, and I was like, these are a lot of options. Am I supposed to have all of these options?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, just a choice of 2 of the 6 that are on your little splash page there.
All right, that makes a lot more sense. So I was like,
You're-
12 pages.
Discarded.
Figure it out, dummy.
He comes in looking like your woman at the end of a labyrinth with all the stuff on her back. I've got all the stuff, dear.
I got what I need.
I got what I need, and I need what I want.
Okay.
Vancouver by Night. That's such a cool name.
That is a really cool.
It's like a
name,
novel for
actually.
like vampires that just dance and eat stuff. Welcome to Vancouver by Night. Have you seen the pier?
Okay, so
cool.
my pistol, underneath in this, like, I put in the 2 stats thing. So right above that it says ammo. So my thing says ammo 2. Does that mean like 2 clips?
So yes, so for those of us who played in the one shot, I wasn't really tracking ammo and things for that. But the way that this is going to work is that every time you end an encounter, you're going to make what's called a supply roll. Your ammo is 2. So at the end of a combat, if you have fired your pistol, you're going to roll 2d6s. And as long as you roll over a 2, you still have ammunition left. But if you roll under a 2, then it goes down by 1. And then if you roll a 1 on the next one, then you'll be out of ammo.
Okay. So like this says blank/blank. So right now, do I have 2 out of 2? Like 2
Yes.
/ 2? Okay. So okay, so that's what that means. Excellent.
And that's
And then underneath
for
that it
power,
says
isn't
like
it?
stat close. So is this a close range? This is like a medium? Like what is this? Like a ranged
The
weapon?
range is A/M. So
But
that
to the
would
left of
be...
that it says stat close, and it's like close or ranged.
Oh, you pick ranged.
Oh, excellent. Because like hitting them with pistol whipping them would be close.
Yeah, that would be
Or I get
considered...
like a -2, like I don't get an extra 2 dice if I shoot point blank or something.
No, the pistol will work as normal point blank. But like, say
Okay.
for example, you wanted to like hit someone with it, I'd have you roll a close combat instead of a ranged combat.
Right. But if I was standing right next to somebody point blank, I would just roll as normal.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
It won't let me fill in a half for the weight, so I'm just going to put in 1. Are we doing weight?
I will only track it in the case of like you need to like carry something excessively
Big.
large.
Got it.
Yeah. How's everyone else doing on items and weapons?
I got what I needed.
Sorry, Craig, just to confirm that the
Yeah.
way you described the ammo rolls, that's the same then for I've got power for
Yes.
my cutting torch, so it's the same thing.
Yeah, it would still be a supply roll. It would just be you're trying to roll above that power value.
That will do 3 power. So I have 3 power for that, so I'll roll 2d6, get over 3,
Well,
and it
because you
stays
have-
at 3.
Because you have 3 in the power for that, you would roll 3d6.
And just one of them
Oh.
has to be above 3 for him?
So if you roll 1 above 3, then it doesn't change anything. But for each one of those dice that roll below 3, you lose 1 power supply from it.
Oh, all of them have to be above that number. Okay, got it.
Yeah. For example, like he's got 3. If he rolled 1 4 and 2 2s, he would retain 1 power on it and lose the other 2 until he could find like a power cell or something to recharge it. And as we go through, you'll also encounter these kind of supply rolls with things like air supply or like maybe food and water. I don't imagine we'll play too much with that, but it might become a factor.
I'm using all the little bits and pieces that came with the Alien role-playing game box set.
Absolutely.
So I've got like a little universal supply dial.
Send me a link to that, will you? Please.
Yeah, the supply
How much
dial
was
is
that?
nice.
It was quite reasonable.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
I got it as well. Zool, for us, it would be about $50.
Okay.
But
35, 40?
I'm going to shout out Free League Publishing here real quick since we're talking
Nice.
about it. The Alien Evolved Edition starter set, which comes with the adventure Hope's Last Day, is so good. I love it so much.
Hope's Last Day.
It is the price of like your regular D&D module, but it comes with a pre-written adventure, character sheets, a full
Cool
deck
dice.
of cards, cool dice, like 20 D6s of like the proprietary ones. Keith's showing them there.
Mini.
Everything is like super high quality, and if you're interested in picking up this game, I would highly recommend making that starter set your first purchase. Anyway, enough of being a shill.
Got the rules reference card here. It's just going to be really difficult for me to not roll dice in person because the dice are so
I know what
fucking
you
cool.
mean. They are really cool.
They have little. What is this symbol? Do we know? Anybody?
So
That's the motion tracker, isn't
crosshair
it?
one. The crosshair one is a success.
That's
Oh.
the 6.
But
And
Kablam.
then You've got yellow dice for the stress and panic dice. And look at the
Yes.
little one.
The
It's a
wee
little old
face
face hugger.
huggers. Yeah, it's so cute.
So yeah, you
They're
can
little.
roll a
They're so
6.
adorable. I
Oh.
love them.
And you get like a little universal supply dial, so I'll be using this for my power, tracking my power. And if I get a stress response, I've got all my stress response cards here.
Yeah.
So
The
much fun.
motion tracker, Craig, is it
And
just
it comes
does it
with
just
fucking
add something
maps.
to what I'm like observation or something, or
So let me just get to that. Essentially, like the very classic from
back in a
this
second.
universe motion tracker. It is going to 1 sec.
anytime we're near an
That's right.
enemy, you have to go bleep like a fire alarm.
Well, I will do that because you asked. But yeah, so it's got 5 powers, so that's your supply. You're trying to roll over a 5, so it's a little bit harder to keep it at that higher level. But basically, it will track motion within about 100 feet of you, and it'll tell you what direction and how far away that movement was.
I want to paint that, Keith.
It's so fucking cool. I'm gonna have to paint myself, I think.
I'll send you.
I,
I'll send you. I'll send you. I'll send you a video. It's
I
quite
ended up
easy.
Oh,
taking
dude.
an iPad and a GoPro.
Nice.
a GoPro.
Yeah, the two options were the Seegson PDAT and the digital video camera. So I got an iPad and a GoPro.
Oh my
Nice.
god, he brought a streamer.
Yeah. I'm a streamer.
Oh, but no, but worse
Guys, today
again,
we're gonna
worse
be
again though.
looking
You're an
at this.
IRL streamer, the worst
Yeah.
kind of streamer.
Chat, is this real?
Hey guys, today
Chuck,
we're going
clip
to be investigating this abandoned space station. I heard that there was some weird stuff happening here, and did you
There's
hear that?
still
chat?
water in the basement.
Imagine
Yeah.
this module, but with like
Those freakers.
with like 18, 19-year-olds from now with their smartphone. You know,
Hit
just
the
no,
bell,
I'm
like
not
and
doing that. No,
subscribe.
walking out of the room.
Yeah.
Hey.
A xenomorph attacks and somebody just starts recording it like an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, Steven, he's got your face.
It's gonna go viral on TikTok.
Yeah. It's the last
I'm
video we
viral.
ever did. 30 million views. It was crazy. And that
See-
kind of brings us to the end of the character sheet.
Would see Craig, the M4 one, it says ammo's 95. Is that it? Unless I pick up another magazine, and it can go semi-auto, 4-round burst, or hell yeah, full auto.
I like the hell yeah option, personally.
Yeah, they only put that on a certain number of them. It's like kind of like a 1 of 7 model.
I go semi-auto, full auto, and then there's a thumbs up at the bottom. The fire selector.
It's just like a little engraving of a handlebar mustache.
You see, I was toying with trying to do like a John Malkovich voice, but I can't do it. It's like I'm going to go full auto. I can't do it. Can't do it properly. It's an alien. It's stupid.
Does anyone
Not
have
when I shifted
any,
into. Oh god.
Does anyone have any kind of questions about what we've covered so far? Are you still kind of filling things in, or are we pretty much done all at the same time here?
I have a few, but I'll message you during the week because I don't think they'll come up in session 1.
Okay. Very good. Then the last thing I kind of want to draw your attention to is up at the top of the character sheet, the top right. You'll see a little roll menu: 1d3, 1d6, 2d6, 3d6, 1d66. These are just kind of like quick shortcuts for you to roll these in for things like power supplies. The d66 will be for critical tables, things like that. Yeah, exactly. And as a rule of thumb,
We couldn't resist.
usually higher rolls on the random tables are like much more intense than your lower rolls. So it's kind of the opposite of what we're used to in like D&D and stuff, where you kind of want to roll low on these.
Cthulhu.
Oh, Cthulhu roll, yeah.
Yeah, Cthulhu style, totally.
Keith, I still have that video of you rolling like a 3 or a 5 or whatever it is.
And the last thing I wanted to go through before we take a quick break and then hop into the adventure is I just wanted to kind of spend a few minutes just kind of establishing the dynamic between the crew. Now,
Yes,
the
that's what I was going to
Montero-
ask about. Yeah, buddy and rival.
Yes, so buddy and rival, we're gonna get into right now, actually. Um, so the Montero is Tigraine's ship. She is leasing it from Wayland Yutani at the moment. So it makes sense that she would have been on board the longest. Who feels like they've been around for a while at this point?
Not on the ship, but
In the
Russell
company,
Agent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nikolai's been in the company a bit, but he's not been in the ship.
Yeah, Damon's been in the company pretty much his whole life.
Yeah.
Tigraine, is it?
And then I think,
Tigraine,
Carrie,
you can call me.
we
You can call me T.
I'd be happy for Russell to be maybe
Yeah.
someone that like buddy, like I think Russell is relatively unambitious. I think he's got he definitely enjoys his work. He likes just doing his job at the end of the day, going home and having a few beers and all of that. And he doesn't stick his head above the parapet, but he's a real sense of like he won't half do a job. He has a sense of pride. He's very, very good at what he does. Easy to work with, turns up on time and stuff, but just goes along. So I'd be happy to say that Russell is kind of like you guys have. Even though you're the captain and he's just a roughneck, you've both been on
Yeah.
the same ships and or ship for a long time. So they can. I'm happy to say that Russell and Tigraine
Yeah.
are like buddies.
Yeah.
Or
And one of her
maybe not
drive, one of her
buddies,
dri-
but,
Yeah, one of her driving ideas is like, I do my job, I expect you to do yours. And this ship keeps us alive. So you are like my, main go-to guy. Hey, this needs to be working, and I know you'll get it done. Like
yeah. And Russell
I
just goes
got
and does
that
it,
like,
no fuss,
yeah.
no muss.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you need to ask for a few quids. Give me a bonus.
Russell's happy to get paid. I'm doing my job.
Yeah. And I think, Carrick, you said that Damon has probably been on this ship for a couple years at this point as well.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he kind of just keeps to himself for the most part. I'd say he probably gets along fairly well with the other Marine, Nikolai, because they're both Marines. But
and by the
Nick?
way, Tigraine is ex-Marine.
Hmm.
That's where she got her pilot training.
Then you might know Nikolai from before. He's like a sharpshooter, and he's only put on places where they need a bit of extra security. And he's like, "Why
Yeah.
am I here? This is gas trip. What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nikolai would have been like probably the newest addition to the team. And then, you were saying that Roberto Oliver's kind of newer as well.
I think he'd be newer to the ship in general. He was with the company for a little bit as a scientist, got promoted to like be more of like a head scientist in his field, and then they were like, "Oh, we got a mission for you on this ship," and he was like, "Bet."
let's go space.
Yeah.
Yep. I think this is the first time he's been in space.
Okay.
What's your character's name again? Sorry.
Then
Oliver.
Damon.
Or who's? Oh,
I'm Damon.
So can I put Rival as Oliver potentially?
that. I think
This
you'll know
fucking
exactly.
new guy.
You should know exactly who my character is simply by the signature item I have, and then
Which is?
you'll understand why it's great. My wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
I
all
love
about
that.
the money. He's all about the
yeah.
money.
with buddies and rivals, I'm happy to let you all like kind of figure out a choice for both.
Early.
You
Yeah.
do not have to have both or
I
either.
know it's happening.
Yeah, if you want to leave one or both blank, that's
They're the
totally
same
fine.
person.
But I think it's fun when everyone does have a buddy and a rival.
I think for Nikolai, I'd say Tigraine would be a buddy because he's been on a different trip with her where he was a security detail and it went okay. And his rival is Oliver just because he's the young, plucky Marine and I'm the baldy, long-toothed wolf,
Mhm.
sit down, learn a few things kind of
Yeah.
vibe, not a rival like I'm going to shoot you, steal your gun and dig your boots.
More like a
I want
banter
your
back
boots,
and
your
forth kind
I
of
want
thing.
your boots, your jacket, and your motorcycle.
I need your boots, your motorcycle, and your chewing gum. Give it. Yeah. Just because I don't like. I'm gonna shoot you.
I'm kind of struggling because like Damon's the kind of guy that kind of just gets on with work and is pretty bored with it. But I don't know if he does much else. He doesn't
Let's
really like
backgammon.
being here. Yeah, maybe. He's very good at it though. Like people lose. He's hard to tell when he's bluffing.
And once we've got that all filled out, we're kind of right about where I wanted to be at the end of character creation and all this. So why don't we take a quick 5-10? We'll come back for the back half, and we'll go right into the adventure.
Trete, no kissing, let's go.
All right, thank you everyone
Very
for
cool.
sticking around for the little session 0 portion of this. We've had basically 20 people the entire time, and that's so amazing that you're
Get
tuning in
some.
just to see us do all this mechanical stuff. We will get to some actual storytelling in about 5-10 minutes, and we will see you then.
Mud flaps.
In mud flaps in space. Welcome everyone to part 2 of episode 1 of season 2 of Dice Size Tales, where we are going to be diving in just a few moments to the introduction to this adventure entitled Chariot of the Gods. But before we do that, just a couple quick shouts for some games that we have coming up on stream in the next week for you. Tomorrow, we have the Software Saga with GM Dave continuing. The party have survived their first encounter with the Spectre, a malevolent undead vengeance shade, but more importantly, so has Earl Jesper, the next unfortunate on the Spectre's list of transgressors. The question remains, though, just how does the town crier seem to know so much about the Spectre's actions mere seconds after they've happened? And with the appearance of an imp that seems to make alliances with the party, can the Hexadin Oryxium bring himself to work with a fiend? And what will the Church of Bahamut have to say about it? Probably not anything great, but there is only one way to find out, and that is tuning in tomorrow. I think I saw GM Dave in the chat there. Hi, Dave. We love you, and this sounds like it's going to be a situation. On Sunday, we have a one-shot. It's entitled Gallows Corner. Gallows Corner is it is a Peasants Revolt RPG. It is an alternate historical TTRPG launching on Kickstarter from Three Sails Studio. We will have George, I believe the owner and founder of Three Sails Studios, in the GM chair, and the players are taking on the role of the lowest in medieval society, peasants and the working class, and they must remake England by any means necessary. There is a future beyond the noose. A better world is possible. You just need to fight for it. Rise up, outlaws, and light your torches. That sounds like it's going to be super cool.
That does sound
anyone
very
here
cool.
playing in that one?
I mean, if I knew about it.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds super cool.
As a man from the part of the world where I'm from, I don't think I should.
Maybe not. But yeah, check that out this Sunday, the 1st of February. And then next Tuesday, we have Arcane Adventures in Andromedus with the wonderful GM Carrig. We have a meeting with the Crossroads Devil employed by Arthur's patron, who has offered the party a solution to their mind plague problem. The only issue is that it lays in the hands of death itself. You can join us for the next episode on Tuesday entitled Don't Fear the Reaper. Carrig, do you have anything you want to add on to that?
Don't fear the Reaper.
They actually should fear the Reaper quite a lot.
I think it's wise to fear the Reaper.
I'm working on starting that thing out right now. It's going to be gnarly.
Very nice. We love a good gnarly battle.
Let's just say you're going to regret not having a cleric in the party.
That means revivification complications. Oh no. And yeah, that's what we got coming at you in the next 7 days. I believe next Thursday we are off for the week. I don't believe we've scheduled anything in there. So yeah, let's just dive right into it.
Oh my god, I was just listening. I forgot we're playing a game.
Beyond the rim of charted space, the USCSS Montero shudders as its forward thrusters engage. This low frequency hum sort of builds into a mechanical roar, decelerating the vessel from faster than light travel. The ship groans under the strain and settles into this quiet, subliminal drift. Deep within the hull, the Mother 6500 supercomputer stirs. Power reroutes from the reactor core, pulsing through conduits and relays like blood through arteries as Mother begins to reconnect to all of the ship's systems. They flicker online in sequence: minimal life support, environmental control, navigation scaffolds. The crew remains in cryostasis for now, and the ship breathes alone. Mother's control chamber activates first. A sterile white coffin room blooms with amber light as hundreds of these diagnostic LEDs lining the walls blink to life. The walls are seamless, the air scrubbed clean. The interface terminal boots, runs a silent systems check, and then idles, awaiting input from either the ship's pilot or the Weyland-Yutani science officer, still currently on board. No alarms, no anomalies, just protocol. The bridge, galley, and med bay and living quarters follow suit, each space designed to careful corporate spec. Clean lines, white panels, soft lighting, faint scent of ozone. These rooms are clinical, curated, and cold. They exist to reassure stakeholders, not to comfort the crew. Beyond these zones, the Montero's true nature reveals itself. Corridors flicker under aging fluorescence, their light catching on exposed wiring, rusted bulkheads, and condensation streaked walls. The ship's bones are bare. This gray steel, sort of unpainted panels, and the occasional patch of corrosion where maintenance was deferred. No decoration, no comfort, just function. The contrast is stark. The company rooms are almost surgical theaters, and the rest of the ship is more akin to a factory floor. In the hangar, the auxiliary shuttle, designated Daisy by the crew, rests dormant beneath a haze of recycled air and dust. Her hull is scuffed, her paint chipped, but she's still space-worthy, probably. In the cargo hold, overhead lights stutter to light, revealing 72 high-pressure tanks secured in these magnetic clamps, each containing volatile tritium gas, nearly 20,000 tons of it, in the process of decaying into helium-3, a resource that Weyland-Yutani deems strategically valuable to their colony on Sutter's world. The Montero is a commercial hauler in name only. It's never really rated for this kind of load, but the company offered double shares and the crew accepted. Turns out that risk is kind of relative when profit is guaranteed. But as the air circulation systems grind into motion, pushing months of stale atmosphere through carbon scrubbers, the temperature regulation system kicks in. In the galley, an automated dispenser begins brewing coffee. Prepackaged, freeze-dried rations warm in a nearby convection unit. And on the cryopod, 6 cryo beds begin to hiss as they repressurize. Hydraulic arms lift the glass lids. The lights begin to incrementally brighten, not enough to sort of rouse and startle you, but enough to kind of calmly bring you back into your surroundings. As the crew begins to stir, you hear Mother's voice over the PA system. "Good morning, crew of the Montero. The date is January 29th, 2183. You've been in hypersleep for 67 days. We are currently approaching the colony of Sutter's world. Time until arrival, 5 hours. Per Weyland-Yutani protocol, you have 90 minutes to rehydrate, consume a meal, and otherwise prepare yourself for the day coming. Following this, report to your regular duty assignments. Miss Houston and Dr. Crushel, after you have taken your 90 minutes, please proceed to Mother's mainframe for a mission briefing and any potential changes to mission parameters." Tigraine, you are the first to kind of stir in the cryopod as you are kind of coming back into consciousness. You can see the rest of the crew hasn't quite stirred yet. What's your kind of first moves at a cryo?
I get out and sort of like gently stretch. Just sort of make sure the blood starts to flow through everything and, kind of look around, make sure everybody is starting to show a little bit of signs of movement and such, like nobody in particular is, that I can tell is not moving. Are they? Like everybody's still moving? Everybody's starting their movement?
Slowly and surely, they're beginning to stir. You've done this probably more times than anyone else, so coming out of cryosleep is always a little bit quicker for you.
I have a question. Are we like in our tank tops and shorts or like
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
that
something
kind
like
of,
that. Yeah, that kind of
your
thing.
jammies.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
My pajamas just have symbol like little money bags on them.
I love that.
Filling your stall out early.
Nikolai's in the buff if he's like with just his hands over himself like he's copping.
Just
right.
Austin Powers in the cryo.
Yeah.
I know we have like a shared water closet, like bathroom or whatever. So what kind of shower system is there here? Like, how does it work here?
So just down the hallway and around the corner, you'll get to the first junction room. You'll hear me say junction a lot over the course of this adventure. What I mean by junction room is that it's usually at an intersection of hallways, and it's a ladder that leads up and down to the other floors. The living quarters are kind of just around the corner and down that ladder onto deck B, and you all have kind of your own individual areas in there.
So chat, do a
and
shot every time Craig says junction.
Yeah, and included in that living quarters area is like a private bathroom area.
Oh, we get private. Ooh, okay, nice. I thought we had like a shared shower situation.
No, there's one kind of more private one in the living quarters, and then you would be aware that Oliver, who is currently taking up the usual company liaison's office, would have access to another washroom in there.
There is one shower then in the living space.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
so
no, I get the private one. It's what you get for
so
being
the on-site
high-ranking scientist, you know.
So since I'm up first, I'm gonna try to leg it on in there and with my jumpsuit and stuff and try to quick in, quick out, to kind of get out of the way of everybody else. Okay. And then head for my coffee.
Wonderful. Yeah, kind of getting ready for the day and then off to kind of the galley area for your coffee. Love that.
Craig, for flavor, while they're all doing the shower, Nikolai is in the buff going to get his coffee, and then he's going to take it to the shower with him.
Oh, I love
Should I be
that.
starting just drinking the coffee and do good time
We
to
pass
whip around?
we pass in the hallway, and I'm like, Nikisha, put that away, please.
Yeah, I've been on a ship with her before, so I've got her a coffee and I handed to her. As I walked into the shower with
thank
mine.
you.
Don't drink
now
that.
go put that away.
On his back, he's got like a tattoo of a tiger, and it's the worst tattoo you've ever seen. Like somebody who was doing it from 5 feet away by throwing the needle at him. Yeah, it's crap.
Cheers.
Captain.
Very good. So
Nikolai,
Nikolai
put your sonic screwdriver away.
Put your sonic screwdriver away. Is very good.
Is that a sonic screwdriver? Or are you just happy to see me?
I'm just gonna move to
just give it back to the
galley for
doctor
the
if it's like
moment.
that for more than 4 hours.
Russell, you're probably one of the next to kind of get up.
Yeah, I think Russell's just kind of sits up and kind of bored. Business as usual, has done this a ton of times. It's not exciting anymore. Not like most things, doesn't make a big deal about it, just gets up quite stiff. I think like Russell looks like he's made out of like old leather. Like an old leather scarecrow with like a big head of dreads and like a big turbo like mustache.
Yeah.
And he gets it. And even though we're in space, he looks like he's covered in dirt. Even though there's like no dirt anywhere, it's just like it's like a tattoo, like your tattoo, except it's just dirt under his skin.
Yeah, just lots
so
of
he just gets
grease
up and like gets up and just kind of like just knows what he's doing, in for a shower, eat your food, get your stuff, go do the thing, do, just by the numbers, no muss, no fuss. That's Russell.
Very good. Do you make time to grab something to eat?
For sure, yeah. Oh, yeah, an empty bag won't stand. He goes straight in, eats the official mush, drinks the brown warm water. The coffee,
brown?
Dean. The coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. In the galley, it is kind of this almost like open concept setup. There's a large round table with space for the whole crew to sit around, as well as a smaller two-seater kind of breakfast nook in the kind of kitchenette area. You could like there is that kind of like, is this meatloaf freeze-dried protein pack kind of thing that's heating up in the convection unit. As well as the coffee that's brewing, there's also bottles of water and a pharmaceutical called hydration. There's an 8 there instead of an A.
Nice.
And this mechanically will remove a level of dehydration if you encounter that at any point.
Cool. Yeah, he'll go in. He'll have his coffee and his brown mush. And, oh, yummy! More coffee. Oh, surprise! More brown mush. And he'll sit down.
Yep.
Small
You
talk,
make it
chat,
there.
bit of crack. He's a bit mischievous, but generally getting on with things.
You make it in there. You have a moment alone with Tigraine, the pilot.
Morning, Captain.
Morning. Call me T. Come on, we've known each other long enough.
Well, T, what's going on this time?
Well, I don't know why we got this this particular science officer. Why did we get somebody at the head of their field? Well, weird.
You don't think we're worth it?
I don't know. We don't normally rate this, so why this time? It's probably nothing. Probably nothing.
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
Sure enough.
I was gonna say, Oliver, you're probably the next to kind of rise. What's your kind of start of the day routine?
First thing I do is I go over to the breakfast area. I just pour myself coffee straight from the thing, drink it black. No sugar, no creamer. I'm just drinking it as it is.
I don't think they have the option of sugar and creamer in space. I doubt they care enough.
There is a sort of synthetic creamer and a sugar substitute. It's
Yeah.
not quite the real thing, but yeah.
Well, you don't know about the
Non-dairy-
powdered creamer. It's been in
non-dairy
this
cream.
cabinet the entire time. He just kind of opens the cabinet and points at it.
It's standard issue on these vessels.
Not even
Yeah.
Yeah,
open.
come on.
Coffee flavored beverage.
No wonder I'm the scientist. If everyone else is this low of a brain size, I guess someone's got to be the brains. And after that, I just got to take my brown mush, and I kind of like close my eyes, hold my nose, and just swallow it on in one gulp because I hate the way it tastes.
Yeah, it's not great, you know.
Yeah.
Tastes
Which
better
leaves
the
us
30th
with-
time.
Which leaves us with Damon. The rest of the crew has risen and left. What's going on with you?
Yeah, so as very intentionally kind of waited for them to leave, immediately just sits up, just gets out of the pod as if, you know, any other day, like doesn't seem bothered really. He actually he stops by the mess hall, but he kind of just picks at the food. Like not very, like he's kind of like not really bothered by it. And then yeah, he's probably going to report to get his, you know, his gear.
Yeah, that'd be down in the living quarters on deck B as well. Just a short jump down the junction that is between Cryo and the galley. That's a shot for anyone who's counting. And
Dave, you shut the fuck up right now.
just gonna move Nikolai and Damon down to the second floor here. Oh, did I?
That's
do
a good
the
call, by the way,
classic
Dave. Synthetic.
He just doesn't like the food, okay?
I loved in the. Never mind, I'll not digress.
So you'll have to excuse me. I made a blunder. The living quarter is in fact on deck A. It's just on
Deck
the other
A,
side
yeah.
of the junction, just on the east side of that
Okay.
back junction, junction A2. I've said junction a bunch now, so someone's getting drunk.
Yeah, might want to cut
junction,
back on
junction,
that.
junction, junction.
It's specifically
Take
when Craig
sips
says
before
it.
you die of alcohol
Also,
poisoning.
specifically, chat, we here at the EC take no responsibility for any overconsumption of alcohol-related incidents from Craig saying junction.
Yeah, just take sips. You'll be drunk in 5 minutes.
This is why the powers that be just put it down to 2 words: drink responsibly.
Know your limit, play within it. Yeah, and you make it into the living
If you black
quarters,
out,
it
leave the
is
stream on.
kind of this large, kind of central, kind of like almost lounge area that's surrounded by personal chambers. The corporate suite is down here as well, and it is like it's nearly twice the size of the other, like essentially little cubbies that the rest of you have. But as you're going down, getting kitted out, you would run into Nikolai down there.
I suppose you're the new guy on the post.
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Yes, I'm talking to you.
No, right. I'm not
Did
dead.
you bang your head getting out of the cryo chamber? It's fine. I've done it before.
Yeah, door's a bit low, a bit tall for those things.
Listen. Quiet, new blood. Listen. I sneaked these into cryo chamber. Have these this morning. And I'll have snuck in like a half pint of milk for the coffee and a few eggs to fry on a pan that I froze with myself. Have these. Take these for your breakfast. Fuck that company shit.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm not bad now. I mean, I've been on the ship a while, but I don't really like cryo. It's leaves my stomach a bit. After I don't really have much of an appetite.
Well, we've been flying for maybe I don't know a long time. It's better than being dead. I mean,
67 days specifically.
Yes, but we've got another 67 days ahead of us because of it. Tell me, I'm normally brought on as extra security, and this is for things that have more of a military background, but this is a fart ship. It's full of gas. Why? Have you heard anything more about why we've been brought on board? And the science guy, what the fuck is going on?
He's a prick. Like, putting it straight, he's a prick. I mean, look, we're all here for money, but that guy, he's fucking wearing all his clothes.
He gets his pay anyway. We're here for around. Seriously. And to be fair, the captain...
That's a boon for Oliver. Just wanted to shout that out real quick.
Yeah, let's go.
To be fair, the captain, Tigraine, she's still a pilot, and she's flying a fart tank. What's going on?
I mean, my guess is we're overloaded. The ship's not rated for this much, so I'd assume they just have extra security in case somebody decides to try to relieve the load.
Nikolai's absent-mindedly sucking 2 gold teeth, and he's like, just keep your eye open. This does not seem right to me. The hair on my back of my ass is standing. It's kind of strange.
And at this point, they're probably at the weapons lockers, and that's when Damon kind of pulls out the smart gun, which is, as people who know the alien universe, is a massive LMG. It's like, oh, well, that's what these are for.
Yes, but everybody know it's not the motion in the ocean, but it take an awful long time to get the Centauri Prime in a robot. I like your style. Yes.
Hard to fight back when you're a hole.
Yeah. But anyway, cook those eggs. The pan up in the galley, it's quite good. Heats up quite good. Put a little bit of paprika on it. It's nice.
All right. I just pivot and walk off. Like, just completely confused, just gone.
If he's left us locked,
my lock is locked.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, like it's very, and I will say it's very disciplined in how he does it. Like, it's open, stuff out, shut, locked, like in like nearly one movement.
Nikolai watches him do that, and I nonchalantly lock mine. Like, you don't need all the bump and the pizzazz. Nobody need that.
Yeah, he's just gone, and he will also deposit the eggs in the nearest trash chute.
Oh, what a terrible waste of eggs!
Real eggs.
This guy has been sleeping with those while ass naked. I don't want to know how he's
they
smuggled
were
them into the
they were in a Scooby-Doo box. He kept them in with him.
Sure.
It's fine.
They were definitely in a box, anyways.
If Nikolai finds that out, he's shooting you in the back of the head.
My eggs.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Just left in the airlock, so when it next opens, go populate a planet with chickens.
Wait, were the eggs like whole or were they like already cracked and like?
Do you know what? No,
Probably
no, no.
cracked.
They were like maybe thawing. You could probably defrost them in the microwave or something. But can I do like some sort of perception check to hear if I can?
I
hear
waited.
him dropping
I
them?
specifically waited until I was far enough away from you that you would not notice.
But I am the old wolf. I
Cheating,
hear you.
No,
It's not cheating.
no.
I said that. As soon as I'm far
Yeah.
away, I
Wild-
get rid of them.
Here,
Wild
he did say
strategy,
that.
microwaving
Yeah.
an egg.
That's
Wild
gonna
strategy.
Please don't put it in the Montero's microwave.
Whoever said that, you're getting demoted.
That'd be Nikolai.
Rugby Saturn in the chat. His plans are scrambled.
Oh, well done, Andy.
I just like the idea
Sorry,
of just looking
Andrea.
out the window, seeing like the planets and the stars in the side, and then you just see two sunny side up eggs floating in space.
Well, they would. They'd be like freeze dried because they'd boil first and then they'd freeze.
You get
And,
egg jerky.
Just we're calling attention to the jokes here. Dave also had to go to Nikolai needs an exit strategy.
Oh,
Hey.
Craig, as the ship is, or as he walks off and throws my eggs away, you son of a bitch. Nikolai's kneeling down on one hand, putting his hand on the floor. Is it mesh
Yeah.
or?
It is pretty plain, just like gray metal flooring in the living area.
He wants to try and feel the vibration of the ship to see if he's been on a ship a long time, or been on ships for a long time. Are we burning gas to go somewhere? Does it feel like we're just cantering? What does he feel?
Yeah, I'll take either an observation or a heavy machinery roll.
Oh, I'll go with observation.
First
We've got a
roll
2 on
of
it.
the
So I'm clicking the wee button that says beside observation.
Yeah, and make sure just your stress level is cleared out. We don't want any stress die.
I've got none in there. So when I click
Right.
it comes in here to this, and it says dice to add or subtract for observation. Is that
Yes.
2?
So
From the 2 points I've got in?
that'll be a situational thing. So if someone decides they want to help you with a roll, for every character that helps you, you add a d6 to your roll.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of conversely, if you're trying to do a particularly hard thing, I might say take 2 dice away from your roll.
Oh, okay. So I've got 2 in observation. So am I just clicking a flat roll here?
Yeah. So yeah, just leave that dice to add section blank and
Empty,
move
okay.
on.
There we go. What I get, I don't see.
Okay. So no successes on that one.
Not to
Son of
interrupt.
bitch.
For those in the
Son of
chat,
a bitch.
the Shaq Fu is mastery again, dropping memes in the memes channel.
Yes.
What does push? Can I push this? What does push? No, I'm not going to.
So-
No, I know. I know. No, I didn't. No, I don't even speak
You
French.
said you pushed it.
No,
Yeah,
you can if you'd like, and we didn't really cover this in the preamble either. Anytime you make a roll success or failure, you can choose to push the roll. If you decide to do that, you re-roll all of your dice that did not get a success one more time, and you gain a single level of stress.
Oh no, no,
Very
not
good.
for feeling the floor.
Yeah, so as you're feeling through, like you are in like the heart of the ship. You're kind of in like you're
Mhm.
right above the cargo bay, and it's hard to tell. It doesn't feel, as best you can tell, as like the ship is working particularly hard. It does feel as though the engines are just kind of idling at the moment. It's maintaining a pretty static point in space right now.
Okay.
Just to cut in there, Diabetes, thanks for the 100 bits. We appreciate
Oh,
you.
hey, 100 bits. We love.
By
that.
the
Thank
way,
you.
anybody that was at Adventure that's Big Tony. Sorry, Anthony.
Hey, Big Tony.
Hey.
Hello, Big Tony. I was not
Hello.
at AdventureCon, but hello, I've heard stories.
You should definitely call him Big Tony. He loves being called Big Tony.
He loves being called Big Tony.
I don't know
Back
if he does
in
love
the-
being called Big
No,
Tony.
he doesn't. I'm going to get stabbed at the weekend.
Back at the galley, you've all had some time to sit and have some coffee, some water, eat a meal. You've probably got still another 45 minutes or so until you're supposed to return to your regular duties. What's going on in this area of the ship?
Well,
So this is
At this point, I might have walked back in and I've sat uncomfortably close to the science officer and I'm trying to I'm specifically trying to make him uncomfortable.
Very
So-
good.
so-
Like classic Marine man spreading, like my legs are like way too wide apart and like they're one's pushing up against his and he's like, so you're new, right?
You know what? This is a challenge. I'm gonna spread my legs further.
Now
I'm doing
I have a
perfectly
5 in
good.
strength. I'm
How
like,
about you?
built like a brick shit house, so like my legs are probably twice the size of the science officer. So I'm like, look, I'm like, I'm pretty good. I mean, what'd you make of that cryo? I'm never a fan. Fucks my
You
stomach.
guys are pushing each other off the table now.
It's exactly it.
Even if you are stronger with my 1 to strength, I'm still going to attempt. I'm just like, I've never had a problem with cryo, you know.
I'm not in the room yet, but Tigrean's doing something. Or Cal.
It's always just been a little bit relaxing, you know. It could get kind of cold, but other
I
than
mean,
that,
it is cryo, yeah.
yeah. Other than that, I'm chilling. That was bad.
That was a terrible joke.
Tigraine has pulled out her signature ball. It's kind of like it's kind of soft like a racquetball that she always has with her, that she just sort of like fidgets with. And so she is occupied with that, just kind of listening to them, observing what's going on between them.
Okay.
That's it. She's not saying anything. She's maybe standing up, throwing it off of a wall, that kind of thing.
Oh, like Dr. House.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Somebody in the next room is like going absolutely insane. He's like, what the fuck? Something's wrong with the ship. Get Russell. Get Russell.
The
Nikolai
engine's
goes, "What is
making
that?"
weird noises.
As Nikolai hears
Russell,
the
what
ship,
is-
hear a clunk, it's got a fucked up chin.
Fucking wrecking the ship.
Speaking of Russell, what is Russell up to after you finished up your meal?
I don't know. I think Russell kind of I think he would have a little morning routine, and I think it will be kind of down to a T nearly now. So I think it will be like get out of the cryo chamber, probably go have food first, then go have a shower, get washed, and I think, I don't think he's got much else to be at. So if as soon as he's kind of finished, he'll just go straight to work. He'll sit and make small talk and chat and stuff like that, but he's not, he just has work to do. And it's the kind of thing where I think the work is never done. So even when he was getting into his cryo chamber, he was like, okay, well, all of the stuff is on board, but we need to move these things over here because if we need to get access to those, and those are stacked up, but they're, we'll just get them into the corner in case people need to store some, so he's just got stuff to be doing. So I'd say once he's kind of finished prepping, getting ready, gets into his overalls, and gets going.
Great. You would know that shortly after you left Anchor Point Station on this trip, and right before you went into cryo, you did a quick walkthrough of all the major systems. You thought there might be something going on with the long range sensors, which would be down in the vehicle bay, and kind of in that area as well. The power loader exosuit, the very iconic from Aliens, that Ripley wears to fight off the Queen. There is one of those down there that's kind of in this state of half repair that could be worked on. A couple other things down in the major systems that you could take a look on. So I think I imagine on your way over to the junction you would kind of cross paths with Nikolai.
Yeah, and that's it. I'm heading down to get to the machine cat, and I got a power loader needs fixing. I'm gonna move some of the things around that. I think the long range sensor needs a bit of looking at, so I'm gonna get down there now. Heads off.
All right. Good shot.
Would he know Nikolai? So sorry, just to check, Mother. Is this isn't our first time meeting each other? How much have we known each other? Even the new people on the ship before we set sail. Do you set sail on the ship?
Yeah,
Blast
sure.
off.
Vulcan,
You
yes.
blast off. You go to infinity and beyond. So I think that the newest two members to this crew are Oliver, who has been around for maybe less than a year, maybe even like a couple months prior to this trip. And Nikolai is brand new. You met him at Anchor Point Station, and all of his paperwork was in order, and he was assigned as extra security on this mission for some reason. You definitely don't know him super well yet.
Okay. Yeah, so we're walking by. Oh, Chief, how you doing?
Wait a minute, are you going somewhere on this vessel on your own?
Aye.
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
I believe
Yes.
Oliver is Oliver with the rest of the crew.
Who?
The wet behind the ears, Oliver. The other colonial
Where-
marine. I'm
Aye.
sorry, are you awake? It's
That's not
Chariot.
Oliver, it's
Stays-
Damon.
Damon, sorry, Damon. Sorry,
He's
Cryo
also
stays.
not wet behind the ears. He's been here longer than you, buddy.
Still
no,
only
That's why he
only
didn't
5
comment, that's
years
why he just
old.
took a shit and left. He was
I'm
like,
about to
"What
say,
the fuck is your
I'm
problem?"
right here. I was man spreading.
It's like,
He's
it
here.
was like, what's this guy's problem? I'm here longer than him, and he
Yeah,
left.
They're
I'm-
rubbing each
he's-
other's legs in the kitchen. I'm heading down to the heading down to do some work. What are you
When-
doing?
Well, I'm going to follow you. I'm next to security. I've been charged. No crew member go alone. If they're up there with
Fantastic.
Damon,
Off we go. And he just
I assume there's a lot more crew here as well, right, Craig?
No.
No, it's just the
it's
five of you.
All right.
Oh, it
Famous.
is. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Russell is just he's heading on. Right, let's go. Can you use a spanner? Oh no, they're not spanners. What have I got?
Probably a spanner.
It could be a spanner. Whatever
I-
equates to a
No,
spanner.
no,
You're a
I've got,
spanner.
I've got a thing.
I mean,
a specific
flavor-
thing.
flavor
A
wise-
maintenance jack. Can you use a
Maintenance
maintenance
jack.
jack?
flavor-wise, I've been on loads of ships. I'd imagine he has before. But my perception will be on corners on any. I don't know why I've been brought here, but I mean, I will stand at the door if you need help. That's okay, but that's your job. My job is to keep your heart beating inside your chest and pissing every day.
Craig, quick question.
Yeah.
Timeline wise, because the alien timeline always confuses me. Is this like at any point are the xenomorphs like known to exist, or is that all still hush hush?
It largely hush hush.
I'm just
There
trying to make sure.
are in kind of some of the deeper lore, there are instances of like reports getting out, but they're very quickly like covered up. Certainly, no one on this crew would have heard of like
Mhm.
the classic xenomorph or anything
Gotcha.
like that.
I would say that even Nikolai would only have fought bugs or random space weevils or something, you know.
Yeah.
Another bug hunt, sir.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Very
would we
well,
have
so-
heard of? Would we have heard of any like stations going dark? That
Oh
kind
yeah,
of thing.
all the time.
Yeah,
All the time that kind
so-
of stuff happens.
But we don't know if any of that, what that's from. It just environmental's going bad or whatever. It could be anything.
Well, it's
out here
it's
in
life on the
space.
frontier of space,
Yeah,
right?
okay,
It's
sure.
an inherently dangerous way of life, and there could be any
Cool.
number of things.
Hey,
For sure. Russell, which of these kind of what's your priority of things that you want to take a look at down there? What's the first thing you do?
Well, what would be so did you say the long range scanners are?
Like they're online, but like right before you went to cryo, you thought you maybe detected like some sort of glitch.
And the other options, what else did we have? There's
And
the power
the
loader.
power
was-
loader is like kind of half repaired. All the necessary parts to like kind of complete it and fix it up are there. It's just you need the time to do it.
And what's so our objective is just to go back a step or two. Our objective is we're flying all of this fuel to a planet.
Yes, and
For-
on that same floor as like the cargo bay and everything, there would be the secondary cargo bay where all of this tritium gas is being kept. A lot of like essential systems down on B deck, the air scrubbers, tankage, the reactors down here. This is probably the deck you spend most of your time on.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, okay, so our objective is we are a freighter, or we're freighting at the moment, maybe not built as a freight, as you said, but we're shipping all of this. Okay, so we want to get that to the place. What's the as you said, the ETA? How long did you say we have until we get there?
About 5 hours, according to Mother.
5 hours. Okay, I think Russell is going to go. I think his priority will be to go and fix up the power loader because that's going to be really important to unload the stuff.
Okay. That is going to be in Cargo Bay 2, which is like just up the north hallway and to the left.
Cool. Okay, I think he is going to head there. So that's his first step is to go and have a look at that and yeah, get that up and running because the long range sensors might be a little bit, but I think the captain will be on that. So if she, if she's having an issue, she will be able to identify whether what if there's any glitches, whether they need fixing. If we're close enough, we're only 5 hours out. We're out of hyperspace or hyper. It is hyperspace. Am I in the right genre?
Yeah,
Am I in the right-
hyperspace. Yeah.
It's
It's not light speed.
Hyperspace. It's not light speed. Hyperspace.
Yeah, faster than light is what they call it, FTL.
Go
FTL.
fast mode.
Battlestar Galactica. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, totally.
Then yes, so that's deprioritize that, and if she wants to reprioritize it, she just needs to hit a little button on the wall and talk to me down in comms, and I'll
Right.
But other than that, get the power loader because once we land, of course, as per usual, everyone's going to go bananas. Everything has to be done at once, and I'm the only person here that's driving all this stuff. So I want my power loader up and running. I don't want to be standing there with a wrench in my hand when they open the doors.
Wonderful. We'll check
And I
back
think-
in with
And I think
you
as
guys on
pilot,
deck.
yeah, I think as pilot, Tigraine would have gone like 20 to 30 minutes early in to with her Siegson. She'd gone in, connect with Mother and get out her Siegson sensor. What is it? Siegson systems diagnostic.
Yep.
And just run a quick diagnostic, all the major systems, how they working.
Okay. Very good. Your data pad can give you a certain amount of this information, but as you kind of step into Mother's mainframe, the terminal that's in there is still awaiting an input. There's a little key card slot on there. It's kind of waiting for you to interface with it that way.
Yeah, so I've definitely got my key card ready to go.
Let me just... Okay.
And it says that when I use my systems diagnostic, is that like a separate little diagnostic thing that I carry around with me?
Yeah, it's kind of like think of like a tablet-sized kind of thing. So as you swipe your key card, Mother kind of responds as your password kind of goes through.
Can I talk to Mother, or is it all typing?
This version of Mother 6500, is voice integrated. It's a little
Excellent.
bit newer than the one that would be than the just terminal ones, but it does have that seat and the terminal if you want to just type it. But yeah, you could absolutely interact with it with your voice.
Hello, Mother. How are all of the systems? Is everything running at standard levels?
We are approximately 4 hours from reaching Sutter's World. I am reading normal readings for oxygen, power, and other life support. I'm detecting an error in the long-range sensors, as well as the short-range sensors.
Both long and short range. An error. Okay,
Miss
what do you mean
Houston,
by an
you
error?
have missed a
I've
signal.
missed a signal. All right,
A-
can you bring up that signal?
And then you see on Mother's terminal screen this ping from a ship. It's an unknown vessel. It's not one that Mother recognized. And it happened about the time you came out of cryo.
Okay. And we didn't come out of cryo early, did we? This was expected?
Mother has said that you are approaching Sutter's World, but you would know that you should have been in cryo for about 6 months, and according to Mother, it's been just over 2.
Oh. Oh, then I would have been much more concerned earlier on if I knew that it was
Maybe even
how it-
chalk it up to coming out of cryo and just kind of the haze of it.
like
but-
so like the number of days a number of days didn't click with me.
Maybe not initially, but now as you're getting kind of to interface with Mother, you're kind of like, wait a minute, that's
Mother.
not long enough for us to be there.
Did you bring us out of cryo early?
Diagnosing, and then ...
Uh-oh.
I am detecting the presence of Sutter's World where it should be. We appear to be on track and perhaps early.
I don't know how that's possible. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the galley and talk to the science officer.
On your way out of
yep.
Mother's mainframe, you pass through the bridge on your way to the galley, and it's got that like big pane glass window at the front, so you can see where you're flying when you're in your pilot station, which is kind of right at the front of the room. Usually actually, can you give me an observation roll real quick?
Absolutely.
These games are so scary.
There's a face hugger in the room. Run!
I'm not used to working on 2 screens. Okay.
No worries.
Okay, so I'm not adding anything to the roll. Looks like 2 successes.
2 successes. That's great. As you pass by your piloting station and the viewport at the front of the ship, usually when you come out of faster than light and you've arrived or are approaching a destination, the ship orients itself so that it's pointing at your destination, and there should be this excuse me, I almost choked. This fantastic
view is that good.
Swirling, colorful nebula out the front of the ship, and you're seeing just the darkness of deep space. Very little in the way of like even stars.
Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to go find our science officer and maybe bring the science officer in here and see what they make of this. So, excuse me, Oliver. I know it's a little bit early, but can you come on into the bridge and check something out for me?
Sure. Sir, what's going on?
Just come have a look and we'll see.
All right. I pull out my portable. What's it called? My Siegson PDAT.
Right.
True
And I
that.
follow along.
Something seems to be off. We should have been in cryo for 6 months, and it seems like we have not been. Mother is saying that we are within just a few hours of Sutter's World. That does not seem to be the case, and there seems to be a problem with long and short range sensors.
Mm.
Come look out this window. That is not what we should be seeing.
Yeah. I look out the window and I'm like, yeah, this is pretty. This can be a little serious, but in my memory, this only really happens when people forget to calibrate it correctly. Like, it said we were asleep for like what, 60 days, something like that. And we were supposed to be gone for 6 months, so maybe that's like a time thing. I don't know, like maybe somebody put in 6 months instead of 6 days and didn't calibrate stuff. Could have been anything. I could take a look, and then in the background, when I'm looking out the window, just the eggs floating in the.
Damon, have you followed them in, or are you staying in the galley for the
Yeah,
moment?
would have.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here on my own.
No, of course.
Sure.
I'm just leaning against the door, like listening in.
Oliver, can you make me an observation roll?
I can. One success.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So not only do you see this, like, just like lack of anything in front of the ship, like even it's just like the deep blackness of space. And there's this one section of it. It almost looks like it's like getting bigger.
Wow.
What?
How does space get bigger in
There's
front
All
of
of a
me?
sudden, across the ship, Mother's voice sounds as klaxon sirens begin to sound throughout the entire ship. Warning, brace for impact in 8 seconds. Warning,
Damn, shit.
brace for impact in 4 seconds.
All right, nobody
Brace for
panic.
impact.
Nobody panic.
Tigraine,
Nobody
I need
panic.
you to make a piloting roll, and if everybody else can roll me a mobility check.
Yo,
Excellent.
now we're fucking.
I jump in that seat and make my piloting roll.
I'm gonna go over to, towards her, and I'm gonna give a command. Give
Oh,
the
I forgot
command.
to add. I forgot to add my 2. I should have rolled 2 more.
Yeah, go for it if you like.
Can I just go to the top of my sheet and just roll 2 more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I
At
got
least
a
one
question.
success.
When I drank coffee in the off-stream game, I gained stress. Have they gained stress?
No, they have not.
We only like
I got
They
you
drank
really
drank a
shit
whole
coffee,
bunch
so-
of extra coffee last time, didn't
No,
you?
he drank decaf, you see, so he was like, why was it not red?
So, when she gets in the back seat, I'm just gonna be like in the back. It's just like, I was like, come on, do this, whatever. I'm just kind of like back seating. And I want to do the command roll. And if I read the rules correctly, I can roll this command roll, and if I succeed, she gets a +1 for each success I get.
Surely-
Yes.
No.
Sorry, I
Did
rolled
you
an
say
ability.
mobility or agility?
agility.
Mobility.
Oh, I rolled an agility, so I will roll mobility.
No worries.
So you get a +1 to that, or do I want to push this? Will I be rolling mobility as well, or no?
Yeah, I will need you to roll mobility as well.
But she
Okay.
did succeed already, so I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, I already got 2 successes.
Oh, okay. So I just didn't know if that 2 successes was enough. But you got a 3rd success from that roll too, so that's fine.
So I get. You're saying I get another success or another D6
another
to roll?
success. You get another success. I already succeeded. You get a +1 for every success I get on my command
Okay.
roll. If I command you to do something,
All right, so
Which
then don't forget
sounds-
that I rolled that extra.
Be a
D6.
better pilot.
you better pilot. You better do it well. Do you know how
Yeah.
much this ship costs?
Uh-huh.
Faster with more intensity.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
All right, so
I am
that means-
focused.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get 3 successes on the piloting roll, with
And
the additional command. You are able to pull the Montero out of a collision course, and as you get close enough to the thing that you're flying towards, your floodlights on the front of the Montero light up the side of a massive ship, nearly 2-3 times the size of yours. No running lights going on around the outside the way that like a ship would when they travel at night so that other ships can see them. Seeming as though like the power systems to it are absolutely crippled. As you pull out of the collision course, your lights flash across a large painted like nameplate on it. It says the USCSS Cronus. You manage to avoid this near collision. I need everyone to take 1 level of stress, please, as you nearly hit a very large ship just now. With your mobility rolls, Ba-ba-bum-ba-bum.
Mine might say no successes, but that's a lie, Craig.
Oh, okay. That's good to
Yeah.
know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Craig, just shut your DM there because I'm not sure on something.
Mother.
okay. Just one moment.
Sorry, just confirming 1 level of stress for everybody, was it?
Yeah, which means
Yes.
that we're all on the stress table.
Cool. Nice.
Mm,
So, Damon, you get 3 successes on your mobility roll from where you're hanging out in the back of the cabin. You're able to avoid like losing balance or like falling over into something. What does that look like, do you think?
He's just stood there.
Yeah, just
like it's one of those. It's
solid.
mobility. It's mobility, but like
His legs are spread so far that he
Yeah,
cannot be tipped over. His
Triangle.
center of
master
gravity
leg
is like an
spreader.
inch off
lower
the
my
ground.
center mass. Yeah.
He's doing the Van Damme. Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. He's just literally doing the splits. He's already on the
Come on. Old school action star for this. Yeah, it works. So stress level, then we're on the stress table then, right?
No. So when we were doing this on the offline game, I was doing this part of it incorrectly. You don't get a stress response every time you get a level of stress, but when you start rolling the panic on the stress die, then the stress response start. So for now, just a level of stress, and that's all. Oliver, you're not so lucky. You do tumble over and kind of slam your side into one of the like secondary piloting stations back here, what maybe the communications station. I need to take 1 point of damage, please. Down below
Shit! No,
on
my coffee!
Deck B. Both Nikolai and Russell are down in Cargo Bay 2, now working. Well, Russell is working on the power loader, and Nikolai, are you hanging around? Are you watching? Are you getting involved?
Nikolai felt safe enough and not to metagame, but he's inside the power loader having fun. No, he's sort of standing beside like a pylon or something, keeping an eye on all the exits and chewing on an unlit cigarette. Just how long is it going to take? Those power loaders, they look. Why are they always yellow? They always yellow. Why not like green or something or purple?
Have you any idea what is in those tanks?
What has the color got to do with it?
Don't fucking light that fucking cigarette.
That's why I'm chewing it. Listen, I'm here a short time, but I'm here a long time. And he's literally chewing on an unlit cigarette. Like he's just chewing it. And
Filter
you
at
see,
the end.
Is it a hand rolled one?
it's a hand-rolled cigarette, but you see him like pull the whole thing into his mouth and he's just chewing the whole cigarette.
Oh, gross.
And it's at that
Like-
point that the ship lurches.
You choke on the
Nikolai, you
cigarette.
fall face first into the power loader as you're kind of standing over Russell, who's working on it.
And I'm shouting at Russell, "What the fuck you do?"
And Russell, you get kind of thrown out from under this thing, and you bang your leg really badly on it as you fly, like kind of away from it. You both take another point of damage.
All right, so I have a question. Does that mean that you mark your health go down a point? How does this work?
Yeah, so you'll start off with it at whatever
4
your
or 5.
max number is, and you just bring it down until it reaches
3.
0.
So I'm down to 2.
3 health.
At 3. What was
He's
the
an
health
owl
calculator?
lad.
Health was your strength plus agility. Round or
Strength
half,
plus-
2.
Yeah, strength plus agility.
half and rounded
And then
down.
divided.
Rounded up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Wait.
Nine.
Strength plus agility halved?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then rounded
And
up.
then
sorry,
round
yeah.
it up if it's a
It's a
So
decimal
I have
point.
3
I should
health.
guess.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now I'm at 2.
Yeah, mischief right. Yeah, me too.
And as from the deck above, as Tigraine is able to kind of pull the Montero out of this collision course and kind of returns to that kind of more stable, calm trajectory it was on. The sirens are still going off all the way throughout the ship.
Mother, you said that we missed a communication. Can you play that communication out loud for me, please?
I can. One moment.
Oh, I have the sound turned way down. I can't hear that. Shoot.
I've got it repeating if you need a moment to hit the volume.
I got to figure out how to get there.
Is that in the music?
Audio.
Setting audio video.
Video.
Yes.
Master volume.
Sounds like they're saying they need help.
The Protoss? The Protoss needs help?
This is Cobert Joss or something. I can't hear the name, but it sounded like that.
Yeah, it sounds like they're
Protoss?
saying they need help.
And then they're saying we need help.
They're saying we need eggs.
Sounds like a them problem.
Okay, but hear me
Okay.
out. Hear me
Yep.
out. Two things.
All right.
One,
Mother,
We-
stop transmission. Or recording. Go ahead,
Yes.
Oliver.
all right, so hear me out. We need help with our one location because we might be off course because our sensors were off. And two, calibration. They need help so we can help each other. But also, if we help them get the ship back up and running with whatever's going on, imagine the raise we'd get.
I mean, yeah, but like we don't know why they're out here. And look at it. Ship's dark. It's usually not a good sign.
You're right. But isn't it at least worth a try?
No, not really.
I think it's worth a try.
We have a job to do.
Yeah. Their job has now changed.
Who put you in charge?
Me, head scientist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the captain outranks you.
Okay. I am listening to you. I have a slightly different opinion. We will, if we stop and help them, we might not arrive on time. But the thing is, we might not arrive on time anyway, because we don't even know exactly where we are. Now, if
Yeah.
we were out here alone, I would want somebody to stop for us. That's why I think we should stop, not
Yeah,
for
you s-
bonus.
Yeah, you see, would you let those poor innocent souls die alone in space?
They're probably already dead. The ship's gone dark.
But if they were, why did we get that transmission?
How long ago did we get that transmission? We've been frozen for 67 days.
Apparently, we received the transmission right as we were coming out of cryo.
Right, maybe they're survivors, but I really don't see
That
why
might
this is
be
our
why we
problem.
came out of cryo. I don't know.
Mother's
Something
voice
triggered it.
sounds over the PA. Miss Houston, I have new mission parameters. Please return to my mainframe.
Okay, so I head on into Mother's section.
I
The
follow.
doors,
Do the doors close behind me?
they do close behind you. However, you would know that Oliver does have a Wayland
Key card?
Yutani sort of corporate card. So he could follow you in if you let him.
Let's see if he does. I don't know.
Opens door. Gonna at least
This is
hold the
open.
door open for me.
Are you helpless? Okay. Mother. Yes. I'm listening. Is this for the captain's ears only?
New mission parameters have been calculated. The USCSS Cronus is a Wayland Yutani science vessel launched in 2110, nearly 73 years ago. It has been missing for nearly 3/4 of a century. New mission parameters. 1. Recover scientific data and samples from the USCSS Cronus. 2.
You hear that, Oliver?
Escort the salvaged Cronus to Anchorhead or another Weyland-Yutani facility. 3. Save members, any living members still alive on the Cronus. A reminder, Weyland-Yutani policy dictates that any Weyland vessel that comes into contact with a distress signal is under a company obligation to investigate. Failure to investigate the Cronus will result in total forfeiture of the crew's shares.
What year is it for us now?
2184.
So it's been like 74 years since it went missing. Is it possible for members of their crew to be still in cryo and viable after 74 years?
Possibly. Short-range
Possibly.
short-range sensors are not functioning properly. However, if the crew made it into cryo, it is possible that some are alive.
Okay.
Written
All
down
right.
and notated.
So I'm gonna get on the comm and say we are going to be changing vectors to board the USCSS Cronus and potentially find information, take it back with us, take it with us if we can. It's possible there are survivors, we don't know. So I'm gonna need both my Marines ready to go to board with me.
And most of the major rooms and hallways on the Montero do have an intercom, so this would go out across the whole ship.
Yep. Now, would it be standard for me to take my roughneck with me, or the science officer? Like, who would I leave on board our ship?
I mean, each crew member has their uses. With Mother Online, you don't necessarily need to have anyone on
Left on
back
ship?
on the Montero. But if that's a call you want to make as a crew, like, we can
All right.
absolutely do that.
All right. So where would we report to? Like, what? First of all, I need to get our vectors and everything dialed in so that we can pull up alongside and get a boarding, get a way to board their vessel. And I'm sure I would know how to do that.
There's an airlock on deck B just from the cargo bay. There's an umbilical tube that can stick out.
Yes.
And
All right.
if you start ordering, Russell can start doing that.
Getting it all ready and
ready.
making sure all
And
the
it's probably a
suits
good
are
idea
ready.
for at least one person to be staying on this side.
All right.
Just, I don't know, but I would imagine. I guess, and this is probably kind of like outside of standard issue behavior, there probably might be a policy playbook for this that we kind of
And
make it up
also,
as we go
splitting
along.
the party is terrible.
Yeah, the
It's a
captain might
horror
make that.
movie. You have to split the party.
Actually, in this system, splitting the party is encouraged.
Okay. Yeah, so you can hunt us.
Yeah.
Dave,
Well,
It makes it
stop
easier to
this.
pick us off and kill us, yeah.
Exactly.
If Russell's
I'm
staying
not
on
a
this
synth.
side,
We can
if
leave the
Russell's
synth on
staying
the
on this,
ship.
if Russell's staying on this side, I'd say Nick and I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll man this side of the portcullis.
Wait a minute.
If you're keeping people
I
here,
think
I'm
we-
not leaving unarmed men here. He may have
wait
a
a minute.
wrench, but you got one Marine. That's enough.
Yeah, I can handle myself.
Do we have more? Do we have
only
any
5
more?
people, so.
Do we have any more weapons on board?
What you have with you is what you've got for weapons. There would be actually a secondary service pistol kept away here that Damon would have access to.
Yep.
There
Well, we've
are
no reason to
you
think
could
that there's
improvise
anything
some
wrong with
weapons
our
as
ship
well.
or being on board.
There's like a couple rivet guns that could be like they're essentially like big bolt guns, but they could
Yeah.
be used as a firearm if
Thank
necessary.
you, sir. I shall take 4.
All right. So once we get, do I need to make any piloting rolls or anything to get sidled up alongside, or are we just moving on to that?
So I will need you to make a piloting roll to kind of get close enough to the Cronus and check out the airlock situation.
I'd also say that since this place has been down for 70 plus years, they might have, like, no oxygen in there. It could just be complete vacuum. So we'd probably need to close the airlocks once we do, just to make sure the air doesn't, like,
Well, there's a
leave
purge.
the-
I assume there's an airlock purge. Like one door shuts, stabilizes,
Yeah.
and then so you don't blow up. So
Luckily enough, I came prepared and brought us some masks so we don't have to suffocate.
the ship
Aren't
has
I?
We're getting
the
in
ship has
suits.
pressure suits.
We are getting in suits. There's no way I'm letting any of you step off this ship into that without your pressure suits on.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
I mean-
just to get like a good image of these in your mind, they're not like proper astronaut suits with like little thrusters and all that. They are just like compression suits. They protect from the vacuum of space. They have weak magnets on the boots, and they do have a small personal air supply.
On your back, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And the helmet
pressure
has a
suits.
little light on it, and you can like pull up and broadcast both like audio and video to other members of the crew.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
so
Everything's
so I've
situated.
I've
Good.
done my roll, didn't I?
3
Three
successes.
successes, I see.
All right.
Nice.
So
Very
what is
good.
that? Oh, that's on my. One of the successes is on my stress. That's why it's yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So
So
Ooh.
not only do you manage to sidle up to the airlock, but one of the options with piloting as you get extra successes is you could show off a little. So what does the approach look like if you'd like?
An handbrake turn.
Yeah.
Ha!
The ship does a pirouette.
I
Drifting into the
I
ship.
think that we
You
make
know.
a really super smooth turn and go in and just like stop slowly enough that it doesn't like nobody has to really brace hard. I think it's done just so smoothly,
Just gracefully. Yeah. I like
gracefully.
that. As you approach the main airlock on the Cronus, you can see that what looks like the end of another ship's umbilical tube is still attached to the airlock. The actual umbilical passage itself has been like torn away or broken up by space debris or something like that. But the actual metal ring that kind of screws into the side of the Cronus and causes that pressurization is still in there. It's something that could be removed. It would take a couple hours to do it, but you've got the personnel and equipment
I mean,
to handle
we could
that.
take the shuttle if we need.
Yeah. You could take the shuttle over. That is an option. Another option, and it's kind of actually routine compared to how nuts it could sound, but you could even just do a spacewalk over. You're close enough that it would just be like a push off from the Cronus's hull and a few seconds of hang time, and then you'd come down onto the hull of the Cronus.
Nice. Russell will
so-
come onto the
So
radio
is there
comms
any
and just
way
tell you
that we can sort of put something out that sort of like magnetically locks us to their hull so that we stay in easily like exactly the same trajectory, because nothing is necessarily completely stationary.
I'm sure the ship can do that itself.
Yeah, the Montero could use the maglocks on its landing gear to just latch to the ship.
Uh-huh.
Alternatively, the shuttle Daisy has a similar set of maglocks, and all of your compression suits have weak but effective enough magnets on the boots.
What I was thinking, yeah, just something to keep us if we used the shuttle,
Yeah,
we would still need to get in somehow. So would we have to then go around?
We could just walk out with the shuttle once the maglocks are top into the docking port that's sticking out.
Yeah, but the docking tube is like torn off.
You
So
put- it's still open. So the
Yeah,
tube it's broken. Like the ship that was previously attached has obviously not bothered to disengage, and it has
Mhm.
torn free. So there's an opening. You just need to get inside it.
Yeah, you
All right.
could you could
Which is
Okay.
carry people
also
in
might
through that
I just
hallway.
add, like, clearly somebody else has docked here and fucked off in a hurry. So just saying.
all right, everybody be on your toes.
Yeah.
All right. I think I like the shuttle idea.
Okay. So
So
the way
that
that the Daisy shuttle works is it's down on deck B in one of the vehicle bay. It's got like a if you picture like a semi truck cab where it's got a seat for a driver and a seat for a passenger.
That's
Everyone else is going to need to hitch a ride using their compression suits on the back,
Hitch a
like
ride.
flatbed area on it.
Oh, really?
I'll do that.
Before
right.
before I get on, am I able to get like some sample baggies and some like air compression containers?
Yeah, you could definitely stop by. The med lab will have some of what you need, and on your way down to deck B, the vehicle bay will have the rest of these kind of things, like extra air supplies, things like that.
Could I fetch that extra service pistol as well, Craig?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Would you send stats for that?
I would.
Yes, I
would,
can.
I don't know about leaving Nikolai here on the ship. I think that Russell can handle it on his own, and that
Well, you said something about not leaving him unarmed. Just give him a bolt gun or something like that.
absolutely.
You've got 3
Okay.
guns there. Give me one of yours.
I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna sneak onto the ship from this abandoned 73-year-old structure. I don't know why he would need protection this bad.
Especially
I'll be fine.
if
You
we're
go
not docking, the Montero to the Cronus, then I don't have any problems with this. I think that Nikolai, you need to come with us.
Well, if it's the captain's orders, I'm going to have to do this. But if he dies,
He
you'll
dies.
never know.
It's an empty ship. There's
If he
only
dies,
You're
he
not-
dies.
There's
You
only
remember Shamey O'Toole, he decided he'll stay behind. Got drowned his own.
Hey, she's rock
I'll
solid.
not-
He'll just like bang the hull. Ding, ding, ding.
It's fine.
You'll be all right.
All
I
I'm
mean,
saying
he
is,
gets that loader fixed. They can be used in a pinch if somebody does come on board.
Listen,
But
it's
I don't
not
need
it's not my decision, it's the captain's decision. Fair enough, Tigray, and I will convince you. I mean,
right.
at the end of the day, you've got an untrained Marine with a scattergun. It's okay, I understand.
Say I'm un-
Wait, excuse
Where do you
me.
get the idea
All
that
right.
I'm untrained from?
Let's
I'm-
settle this right now.
I've been here longer, bud.
I'm patting the auto gun or the tracker gun. Like, you need this. It's okay to not be ashamed. Fine. I'm gonna walk forward and cock my rifle. Just
Don't rise to the bait, Carrick. Don't rise to the bait.
it's called a
Shoot him
smart
in the back.
It's called a smart gun when you need to install the brains. It's fine.
All right, Damon, you don't have to take any of his shit.
I don't really give a shit. He's an idiot, clearly. So
Clearly. It's
All right, Marines on the back. Oliver,
yeah,
up front with me.
yep. Aye, aye, Cap.
Everybody check your own masks, seals and everything, and then check somebody else's.
before Nikolai checks his own, even though the banter is going, characteristically, he's going to check Damon's first, go over his back, and then pat him in the
That's
shoulder.
fine.
You're good to go, and he's going to turn around. He's in Marine mode. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck the banter.
I
you know,
what you said.
let's
He
go.
thinks he's an idiot, but he's like they're Marines. They'll
Yeah,
stick together.
Checks his tank, taps his shoulder, gives him a spank on the ass. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Bring me back something nice.
Bring me back a stick of rock. Thank you. Bye.
All right.
What the
Now-
fuck,
Russell, could you, before we move on, could I get just a quick heavy machinery roll from Russell? I just want to see like the progress you made on the power loader before the collision almost happened.
Come on, heavy machinery. How did I
no
not roll a
successes.
single fucking success?
Whoa!
You
How many
can push
dice?
that roll if you'd like, but you will
I
take
think
a
I would like to
level of
push
stress.
that roll.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is it does this happen before we go, or is it happening like now?
This is kind of just retroactive. It would have been before everyone came down.
Yeah, can I do a command to also attempt to give him some successes?
You weren't in the room. You were upstairs.
Yeah,
Don't
you would have been
check the
upstairs
window.
You're with
at the
me.
time.
Because like we went downstairs to then leave. I didn't know like at what point this was happening. Is this while I'm still upstairs? Is this like when
Yeah,
we
it would have
go
been
into
while
the
you were
thing?
still on the bridge. I just wanted to get it
Okay.
before we got too far.
I'm
ahead,
going to
'cause
push the
Oh,
roll.
okay, never
'cause
mind.
We haven't. Have we pushed the roll yet?
Nope.
we haven't yet. So you'll
I'm
take a
gonna push
level,
roll.
another
So
level of
talk
stress
us all
first,
through what
and then
pushing a roll
reroll.
involves.
Yep, you'd be
Craig.
the first person to push.
Okay, so
I've
how
rolled
pushing a roll works?
10 dice.
Yes.
10 for 11 dice.
11 dice all
sweet
in with
baby
no
jumbo.
successes. So when you choose to push a roll, it is just a straight reroll. If you failed the roll, then it gives you the ability to turn a failure into a success. If you have a successful roll that you want to push, it offers you the ability to generate more successes, which is generally a little bit more useful in combat, but does have its uses outside of combat as well. So in this case, you push the roll, you take your second level of stress on your sheet. Just make sure that the second kind of button there is clicked, and then you make your heavy machinery roll again.
And if I'm not mistaken, say for example, I got 1 success or 2 successes and I wanted to push it. I keep those 2 successes and re-roll the rest of the dice, isn't that it?
Yes, you roll all the re-roll all of the dice that did not get a success the first time.
Cool.
But it
So
does
you
that
can
automatically,
push.
doesn't it?
Yeah, when you hit the push button.
Yes.
Cool. But if you do, it's not like if you re-roll or if you push, you don't. It's not like, oh, you're risking to lose the successes you already have. You can, they're kind of like earmarked or they're fenced off and kept.
You
There
just
are
risk
there
rolling
are
a panic.
situations. There are situations in that if you were to roll a stress response, some of the stress responses do turn a successful roll into a failure. Not all of them, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so I have increased my stress from 1 to 2.
Yep.
Because it costs me a stress to push this roll, which I think I think Russell. I'm gonna like retrospectively say that like Russell woke up and knew he just had he was like, I have a fucking power loader. He's not happy with a job as badly unfinished as that. And especially with 5 hours to go, when he wakes up from hypersleep 5 hours out, he wants to have everything ready to rock.
Yeah,
so I think
absolutely.
he was kind of pushing it. So he would have been heading down, and I'm gonna try.
You hit yourself in the thumb with a hammer.
And so then while he's doing that, Craig, we do have
Okay.
boons and
good, bad,
we
and
each
good, bad.
we do have. There's like a
With 12
pool,
boons. Yeah.
Yes.
and then we each have one. Now, after we push a roll, if it's unsuccessful, we can add another one and push again, or just roll one more extra die, or how does that work?
So yes, this we were talking about this in chat earlier today too. But basically, on any Emerald Collective stream, we have a system of boons and inspirations that let people make rerolls or add values to their rolls, as well as a 1d4 healing on occasion. The 1d4 healing is going to stay the same. We're just going to carry that over into the stream. The boons, which is the numbers on everyone's panel on this wonderful overlay that Kate did, as well as the pool of 12 at the in the center. These are all going to act as extra d6s that you can add to your rolls. I'm going to spice it up a bit and say, let's say Nikolai right now has 2 boons. He can burn both of those boons at once to add 2d6.
Excellent. I like very much.
And then inspirations for this adventure only are going to either, you can remove a level of stress, or you can remove a stress response or a panic response.
Oh, some one of us is dropping 12 in one go.
Yeah. I'm taking the whole pot.
It's
Adding
mine.
to
Taking the
2d6.
whole pot. I'm
All right,
feeling
so
great.
Russell has pushed his roll, and he has gotten 4 successes. So not only are you able to kind of finish up your repairs with the extra successes, we'll say it's done rather quickly. You're probably just like finishing up the last kind of aesthetic pieces, putting the last couple panels back in place when Tigraine was able to pull the Montero away from that collision course. So the work is done, and in the future, if you need to make any kind of roll to repair the power loader again, you'll just succeed on it.
Cool. I did get a
that's
stress.
kind of the spirit of the extra successes when they come up like this.
No,
But
you
the panic, which is a 1 on one of your 2 stress die, this is going to trigger our first stress response. So, Keith, I'm going to need
Let's
you
go.
to roll me a d6. You're going
Okay.
to add your stress level, which is currently 2. And then you're going to take that number and subtract your resolve stat from that.
Okay, so I'm just rolling the 1d6. There isn't like a stress button, or there isn't a specific panic roll or a button that I should be
panic
looking for.
button.
I wish there was a panic button. That would be amazing.
Okay, so the d6, my stress level is 2, and minus my resolve. My resolve is 4. So it's a d6 minus 2?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be -2 all in, yeah.
Okay, so d6 minus 2. Here we go. 2 minus
what?
2.
How much resolve are we supposed to start with?
That is
So your resolve is your empathy plus your wits, and then divide that by 2, similarly to how the health was.
And round.
Oh,
round up and round up and round up, round up.
oh
You round up.
okay.
So I got
That's
a
a
hot
5.
0. Is that a stress response roll or a panic response roll?
It is a stress response roll.
Okay, so does that mean I keep cool?
You are keeping your cool. Okay,
One
so
Oh,
cool
yes, lad.
cucumber.
That sounds like Russell.
yeah, absolutely. So in this case, with your keeping your cool, the stress is kind of mounting, but you don't get any sort of mechanical detriment because of
Was
it.
this when he was making or fixing the power loader?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So then Nikolai would have watched him going like, nice one, Russell, I like.
I've been getting upset about these things.
Giving one of them thumbs up, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
My
I
guy.
just realized Dean is back at it again with his screenshots.
Yeah.
Oh
you're
yeah,
welcome.
absolutely. I love the
I-
screenshots. They're my favorite.
What was
We'll
that
have to
when
do a
Dean-
Bad day
collage
for
and put it
me
on the
because I'm
Discord.
absolutely shattered. And then there's love.
Can I use? There was something about a D4 there for recovering health. Can I get in on that action? I've only
There's
two
two.
health at
There's
this
there's
stage.
two that have been given to my knowledge. So yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yep.
I'll rub that.
And is it
I don't have a D4.
Y-
Oh, there's one in this. Sorry, go on ahead.
using your personal item? Is that just for like reducing stress and panic, or
Yeah, so you can interact with it once a session to reduce a level of stress if you like.
okay?
I didn't actually put it on my sheet, but Damon's is his dog tags.
Oh,
Great.
nice
Classic.
one.
Can we do that at any time, or does it have to be at a certain time to reduce your stress?
It could be at any time. As the adventure goes on, if you want to take like 5-10 minutes of in-game time to say, okay, I'm going to sit down, I'm just going to breathe, I'm going to calm down, you can lower your stress that way. But also you can lower your stress by interacting once a session with your signature item. Doesn't
Okay.
Unless
matter.
you're a dirty synth and you don't need to.
No.
Yeah,
Well, unless
Nikolai.
you're a dirty synth. Yeah.
Nikolai's gonna suck on the old gold teeth from his grandma's watch when he needs to, just be like,
Oh,
I got
gross.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it now. I'm not going to do it now. But that's how he reduces his stress now.
So
Okay,
we going
so-
aboard or not?
Yeah, we are. So leaving Russell aboard, in order for him to have access to all of the systems to like report back to me, would I be able to talk to Mother on comms, or like how is this going to work? Do I need to leave
So,
something?
yeah.
Do I need? How does this work?
But Mother is able to speak with you in a sort of limited capacity through the communications in the helmets in your compression suits.
Mhm.
In the same way that Russell could just put one of these helmets on and like not the rest of the suit, and he'd be able to hear. And if you're projecting video, he'd be able to see whatever you see.
Okay,
Yeah.
but in order for him to like like I know he needs to be able to work on systems and stuff. So would he already have access to our short range and long range?
That's what he's working on.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's
All
on
right,
his to-do
so-
list as it is, for sure.
He's getting
All right,
loader up so
so-
he can do it.
So I definitely want him to start working on that while we're gone, because we don't know exactly where we are. So if
Yeah,
you could be
makes
working
sense.
on that while we're gone, I appreciate it, Russell.
I'll
Before-
get them back up and running. I'll keep the radio with me as well. So if you've any requests, play us a good tune, and I'll have her ship by the time you get back, boss.
I could also sync Mother up and his comms and camera up with my PDAT, so
Yep.
I can see everything, make sure everything's going okay.
Right, I
help
have one of
from a
those. I
distance
have one
if
of those
need
in
be.
my armor as well.
Yeah,
All right.
you got PDAT.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Then
And
we
I am
both got
going
it.
to take my if I take my Seekson, what is it?
Who that?
Yeah, who dat?
Portable data transfer.
My system diagnostics.
Oh, that
Would
one.
that work on an old way you ship like the Chronos for me to check stuff over there?
Ooh, good question. Yeah, what's the
It would
interactivity between
depend
ships?
on what kind of hardware they have installed on board. It might. It is
All
a
right.
much older ship, so it might be like it needs like a USB-C and not a USB-A or something like that. But
Not
it
USB-A.
could
Nobody
be the
uses
case.
that.
If
It
it,
All right.
could
if it comes
it could
to
be the
it,
case that it works. It's probably a good idea to
All right,
bring it just
taking
in
it with
case.
me.
if it comes
All right,
to
let's
it,
go.
I can jerry rig something or whatever to help you out
Right.
with that.
All right. Everybody have what they need. Let's go. All right. So
Yep.
we're going to go over and dock right there, attached to their hull, and do a little tiny spacewalk into their airlock.
Alright.
Pretty routine.
So you all load into and onto the Daisy
Daisy.
shuttle. And the cargo bay begins to depressurize as the doors open up into the just blackness of space. Can I get another piloting roll from you, please, Tigran?
All right. So
Do a barrel roll.
the extra two that I get is like I get one vehicle of a kind. So like one hauler, like Montero, one shuttle, like that I know, like the back of my
I would
hand.
say this probably extends to the Daisy. I
Yeah,
think you
okay.
might run into troubles like if you were to like try and fly the Cronus, you might not get that.
Right,
but,
exactly.
yeah.
I won't be familiar with that model.
Yeah, but I'd say
the
you'd
Cronus.
get your +2 to the Daisy as well.
+2 to the Daisy. Gotcha. All right, here we go.
Shit.
Piloting.
Part of the ship. Part of the crew.
+2 to Daisy.
We like Daisy.
All right, so this
Going
is a sensitive
crash.
mission.
All
Whatever
right,
you do,
come on, Daisy.
don't fuck up.
They own.
3
Yes.
successes.
Nice.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
right.
Would you like to show off a little bit?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a quick little swoop over, and just sort of sidle in, clink. Like I said, just very smooth,
Just controlled, even.
just controlled, just nice and smooth. Don't want to jostle my guys out on the back.
Oh, we're back
Okay.
locked in. We're fine.
I know.
And with
I like to
your
show off,
third, with your third success, I'm going to say that in the future, if you need to make a piloting roll to get the Daisy between the two ships again, you can just succeed at it.
Nice.
Excellent.
Craig, can I just ask a quick mechanics question? So
Of
I
course.
think in the first version of this game in Alien RPG, it was slightly different. But am I right in saying that rolling a 1 on your normal dice doesn't have any stress? It's only when you roll a 1 stress dice.
This is correct. Yeah, on your black dice, we're just looking for successes. On your stress die, it's the 6s
Oh,
and
that
the
makes
1s that matter.
sense.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right. Because, yeah, I saw I got a 1 there, but it was a 1 on the black dice, so it's like, that doesn't count.
Yeah,
Weird
but any of the
question.
orange. Yeah.
Cool.
Weird
thanks.
question. Might not be the case, but since she was so well, since she did so well at calmly flying down the ship to the next place, would that be enough to relieve a stress from us or no? It's like one of those break times.
Yeah, I think you've got like a moment to like, okay, we're on the shuttle, the cargo bay doors are opening, we're going out there, and just it's this smooth, gentle glide of a
Just
trip over.
routine. Just routine.
And yeah, I'll say anyone on board the Daisy can reduce the level of stress as you feel like the mag clamps on the landing gear of the Daisy kind of and attached to the Cronus.
All right.
But just by training, Nikolai's going to take point and nod at Damon to like watch his flanks, and I'm going to have the motion tracker in front of me. Well, a single file, Captain. Can you corral the ship? Damon, hold my sides.
Yeah, I'll take up the rear.
Very good.
So if I'm not mistaken, the smart gun, that's the one that belts onto you nearly, isn't it?
It's like
Yeah, it is.
it's like a half
Yeah.
crane type thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the big,
Yeah.
totally.
Vasquez and Drake had it in
Vasquez,
Alien.
Yeah.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Um,
Vasquez.
I'm gonna take when we get there. I'm gonna take my extremely futuristic and advanced floppy disk and connect it to my camera and start recording everything.
Lovely.
All right. I'm going to be right behind Nikolai.
Yeah. Nikolai's taking point, but he is left shoulder against the hull or against whatever corridor is there. Like, yeah, he might be taking point, but he's not getting shot first.
Yeah.
I've been in this game a long time. I've seen lots of people die right there, and he points right in the middle of the corridor.
Doors and
Stay to the
corners.
sides.
That is a
Corners
very
and doors.
specific space.
It's where I would shoot.
From back on the Montero, Russell, you're watching through an observation room as the cargo doors open up into space and then kind of close behind the Montero. Do you have a helmet on right from the get-go, or are you just like unplugged from the comms at the moment?
I think Russell has a bit of work to do, so I think that's kind of going to be his priority to go and do that. But he won't get out of contact with everybody. I think
Okay.
he will, if possible, he'll have like again whatever the equivalent of just like having the walkie-talkie or the radio with him while he's working. But if he isn't able to like see and hear everything that's happening, like he's not sitting there just his focus isn't on watching the gang. In
Yeah.
his head, he's like, right, they're doing their thing. My job
gotta
now
go do
is
my
to bring
job.
the rest
Yeah,
of them up.
totally.
So I need to be on comms in case they call for assistance, but I'm not watching or listening to their every step. So
Okay,
whatever that
so-
if that
Yeah,
looks
I
like
would
him having a little
also-
screen in the corner.
I think
or just a
Damon, as they
radio or
were
whatever.
disembarking, would have suggested all of them, if they do get split up, start their video feed as well.
Yeah,
Anyway, they have that. You in Alien, they have that, or that you can see where everybody is. The little heads
Yeah.
up display.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So where to first, Russell?
So Russell, sorry, you asked me.
Yeah.
So for Russell, I think you said we have the power loader up and running.
Yep. It is fully put back together now.
Great. And there's no reason for me to think that little swerve that we did would have damaged anything. I don't need to go and do a check of the systems or anything like that.
It seemed pretty smooth, but it's worth a check maybe.
Cool. Well, I think it sounds like the long and short range scanners were down. Isn't that what the captain said?
Yeah.
So he'll go and check those first. So that'll be top of the priority list, is to get those back up and running, and whatever it is between captain and roughneck and science officer as regards getting that stuff. But yeah, getting the physical element of that up and running anyway, to make sure there's nothing damaged in those.
Okay, you would know that there would be 2 points where you could start looking at this. The actual controls and terminals for the long and short range systems are towards the east side of this map, towards the back of the ship, in that longer
2 seconds.
hallway near reactor relay control. The
Cool.
second option would be to do a bit of a spacewalk and check out the actual dishes and hardware on the outside of the ship.
He's not going to go outside the ship while he's on his own. That
Sure.
would be just madness. A
Well, Mother's here.
misstep would have him drifting off into space. So I think if he has to do it, then we'll drift off into space when we come to it. But
Sure.
yeah, he'll check the inside stuff first.
Okay, very good. It's a short enough walk, just takes you a few minutes to get to the engineering sector of the ship down here. Can you give me a Comtech roll as you kind of get into
Dave is
that
being very
room and you
supportive
find
of my sensible decision.
the terminals
Comtech
that
roll, did you say?
interact with these long and short range sensors? Yeah, Comtech.
Comtech, not the MAOS, the old Comtech, but sure, we'll give it a go. No, one success.
One success. That is enough. After a little bit of digging, few minutes go by. You determine that the error with the long-range sensors does seem to be a glitch, and it's just a quick, okay, I need to restore this terminal to like factory defaults, then change the preferences back to like this ship-specific kind of settings, and then that's going to be fine. The short-range
You just tell me I have
sensors.
to turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah, you got to do the hard reset on the long range sensors. The short range sensors, after doing a quick diagnostic, it does appear that the short range sensor dish it may just be misaligned or it may be damaged, but there's something mechanically wrong with it.
Right. Russell is going to stand thinking about this for a few minutes.
Sure.
How, I suppose, how standard issue would it be? To me, and all of the sci-fi space movies that I see, going out on a spacewalk, inevitably, like nine times out of 10, leads to somebody getting hit with a fucking space rock or drifting off into space, or they never end well.
It is a risk,
a
but you would know that with the combination of the mag boots on the compression suits, as well as an actual like physical tether that can be connected to the exterior of the Montero, if you are knocked off or anything like that, it's easy enough to just kind of pull yourself back in by the tether.
So this is the being in space equivalent of getting up on a high ladder or something.
Yeah.
It can be quite risky, but you do it a lot.
Yeah, what do you think this is? Some weird space movie from the 70s and 80s? No, this is real life. We have safety things to prevent this very situation from happening.
We have safety things. That's a quote.
We have safety things.
OSHA exists in space, guys.
Unfortunately, OSHA exists in space.
Russell
We
has
have
never
protection
heard the
for
word
that.
OSHA before in his fucking life.
Yeah, don't worry. I carry protection on me always.
Yeah, no,
double
Russell
double up on the protection. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
That's how you cause an accidental pregnancy.
Russell,
Who
you
the
would
fuck is
know
talking
that,
about pregnancy?
All right.
Get your mind out of the gutter. We're in space.
Nice. All right,
Russell,
children,
you
all
would
right.
kind of like
Not in your
weigh
mom's
this,
space.
and you could kind of reason like, okay, well, that is like an issue and it will need to be dealt with. It's not something that immediately needs to be done unless that's what Russell wants to do.
No, I think Russell, the two objectives are get the sensors up and running, or get both sensors up and running. So I think I think he'll just go and do it. It's like, well, this isn't ideal because there's nobody else here, but I mean, I go out all the time. There's lots of, the odds of something going wrong are pretty small. So Russell will just he'll just go and do it because it's important. He doesn't want the captain coming back and these sensors not being ready because we need to know where we are. So
He just hears through the comms as he's out there because I assume he has the helmet on now. You just hear, Nikolai, your breathing is way too loud, man. Turn down your microphone.
Close your ears.
Nikolai, on the hull of the Cronus, you're able to lead the rest of the crew towards where the umbilical would attach. And it's kind of like you got to walk along the top of it and then kind of drop down and get into the just end of that hallway.
Mhm.
The airlock doors on the outside seem to have enough power that, they're still functional, but even then you can see like the lights on the inside are flickering, and even on like the interface itself, the buttons are kind of like in and out, but it does seem to have some amount of power.
Straight away noticing that, I'm going to check my mag boots. Am I connected to the floor?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bonk.
And everyone's boots will be working as normal.
So there's
Okay.
no gravity in here then, is what you're saying.
Mhm.
No,
Not
the
until
doors.
you get through the airlock door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I did want to say, just to go back to Russell. Russell, at some point, do you make any reports back to say what you found or what you're doing? Do you say that you're going out?
How I don't. I think unless what would the captain be expecting? I suppose. Russell, as far as Russell's concerned, this is just part of his like. They're all gone. I'm just gonna tidy up. I'm gonna fucking do the dishes and sweep the floor while they're gone. And this is just a part of that. It's not necessary. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like
Yeah.
he doesn't consider
Yeah.
this to be. But if the
I
captain,
think
is
the
like,
captain
I
would expect you, like, if you're going out and I've left you inside, that you would just say, "Hey, Captain, I'm going to be stepping out to work on the sensor outside the hull."
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Because Russell has worked with the captain
Yeah.
before and
Sure.
understands what's expected and is very, very happy to do whatever the standard is. If it's report every step of the thing, if that's part of
No.
the course,
Yeah.
do that.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So
Great.
he'll just check in and go, "Hey, Captain, just letting you know I turned off the long range sensors and turned them back on again, and now they're back up. Short range sensors, there's something wrong with the dish out there, so I'll probably just I might just suit up and take a walk. Should be standard enough. That all right by you?
All right. Just be careful out
Aye.
there.
Yeah, I'll try not to get too much of a tan. I'll let you know how I get on.
Watch out for space rocks.
See the umbilical cord, or the entrance to it. I want to shine my torch on it off the end of the gun to see if there's any abrasions, anything, like if it's been smashed shut, or if it take a collision. Was a meteor hit it? Was there some? Why is it broken? Was it broken from the inside or the outside? Does it look intact from where
It
we
does. Well, actually, yeah. Give me an observation check.
are? Do you see me rolling, folk? Oh, boom! Oh, one success.
One success.
One success.
Hmm.
The door does seem largely intact. It seems as though it is still sealing properly. You do notice that the outer airlock door it's like slightly buckled from the inside, as if like something slammed into it. But it
From
doesn't
where
seem
we
to have
are,
from
or
the
from the-
inside of the ship.
so
Um,
it's like that from where we're standing.
Yeah, it's kind of bulging out towards you, but it doesn't seem to be extreme enough that it has compromised the door.
Okay, so something tried to get in.
Out.
Is that
Or something
Out.
tried to get out.
Oh, something
Or
tried to get out.
maybe something heavy hit the other side of the door. It was maybe not necessarily, but it might be something tried to get out.
it does something headed from in here? I know, like from where we're standing. Does it look like anything that I've ever seen in any war zone that would have made that damage without making us like a grenade would have made scorch marks? Some sort of explosive would have damaged the hull around here. So this is something brute force from the inside out.
It appears
Like
to be, yeah.
I'm gonna look straight at Damon and say, "Might be the day that we get our bloods."
Killed
I'm
things
gonna-
before.
I'm gonna tap the fucking ignore him say that and just tap the hull.
Yeah, and what Damon's done is he's positioned himself, kind of got everyone else to stand back, and he's positioned himself ready to start firing as soon as the door opens. If usual procedure.
Nikolai's gun's resting at his side.
Yeah.
When he's tapping the
Most
tapping
of
the thing. Yeah.
Damon's actually prepared. He's breached before.
Most of the doors on the Cronus, unless I say otherwise, most of them will just be like that classic like glove push button.
Yeah.
It'll just open up. Some of them will require like higher security, that kind of thing, but this airlock is just like one of those punch buttons.
It's very secure
okay.
for the
All
outside
right.
of a ship that could easily be boarded by
Okay.
space pirates.
I'm so curious to what might be behind this. I'm going to tell everybody, Bryce, grab something. Tell me when you're secure. I'm going to open this door and then close it.
All right. So did you tell us that
Oh,
what
yeah,
you
he's-
observed?
Yeah, you can come all behind me, and I'm pointing at it, going, something tried to push this door open from inside with
All right.
face.
In that case, I have my
Duck.
hand on my pistol, and
I'd keep that drone if I were you, Captain.
Yeah, I've got it, firm hand on it, and I will get behind, very much behind it, off to the side of
Yeah.
Nikolai.
Well, Nikolai's walking with his mag boots up onto the ceiling.
You're
Oh,
on
he's
the
himself in
ceiling?
the crouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the ceiling.
Oh, gotcha.
Literal Overwatch.
Yeah.
Literal
Love
Overwatch.
it.
So wait, are you hitting the button or not?
No, well, yeah, well, I'll still be in range of it. I'll hit it with the bottom of a gun. Is there anywhere I can hitch like a rope or one of my cables onto in case this sucks us out?
Yeah, there's
going in,
probably a
though.
panel that's been knocked loose that you could like wedge something
Listen,
inside around.
I've
It's
seen
gonna suck us in.
enough
That's
of
not how that works.
I have seen enough of these movies to know to bolt my face to the ground.
That's not a game.
Yeah, so let yourself hold on to something. You got 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, and I start to pick my nose. 2
You're
seconds.
inside a space. How could you pick your nose? This is a fucking
Well, you see him
helmet.
rubbing the
Yeah.
inside of his fucking mask.
Pulls it through
One.
the arm on the inside
what
of the torso.
Contortionism.
He's a
when he
wire
gets-
coat hanger bent all the way up, and it's just
Yeah. When he gets to 1 second, you hear him click the gun on to full auto, pointing towards the opening, and then he kicks the push pad.
That falls off because you can disconnect this mag boot.
You hear this loud hiss as the chamber inside pressurizes. And after a moment of just kind of silence, the doors hiss open, allowing you entry into the airlock. You can see on the opposite wall, the inner airlock door appears to be intact and undamaged.
Right. Nikolai's gonna
very
like.
dramatic, Craig.
It was for me. I farted.
I gave it never drama.
The Nikolai's gonna like do the 1 foot down, and do that wee like pirouette down. So he's not gonna walk around the wall. If there's gravity here, let it pull him down. If not, gonna just drop onto the ground.
It does indeed kind of pull you down. You can start to feel the artificial gravity on the Cronus kind of taking effect in here.
Okay. Does it look on any of the surfaces if there's oxygen pulling out of here? Like if there's any condensation, any fabrics blowing, anything like that?
I think to Grain's your data pad thing will be able to tell you that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You step
I'll
inside.
take a. If you want to
Go
check
ahead.
like
What kind of
oxygen
roll?
conditions,
Comtech.
it will be a Comtech roll, yeah.
All right, and I think I get a +2 on that.
Ooh,
Okay.
come on to grind roll the high numbers.
All right. Ooh, no success.
There
There's
have
some
to be
sort of
success.
interference. There might be some sort of atmosphere going on there, but yeah, something on the ship is interfering with your signal, and you're not sure how
At the
breathable it
moment,
is.
I can't. I don't. It doesn't seem to be connecting with their ship. I can't tell what the atmosphere is at the moment.
Then
So
better
everybody-
be safe than sorry. Keep your helmet on.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah,
I kept
I'm the Comtech expert. Let me give it a try. Let me see if I can get it to work.
Yeah, you can go for it.
Remember when I said that exact word and then broke the door and called the xenomorph?
Mm-hmm.
So be careful.
No, while he's doing this,
He did it.
Nikolai's not listening to his orders. Like he's not a captain.
No.
Maybe bro.
Yeah, we're ignoring that. Yeah, Damon's the same. He's looking at this guy. What a fucking idiot.
Roll the dice, still the captain.
But it does yield results. Although Oliver, you
but an
take a
idiot
look
do
at
that
it.
shit.
Greg,
There
I just
does
asked you a question
seem to
there
be-
whenever you're finished.
There does seem to be a level of like breathable air in there, but it appears as though the air systems are like running on really, really low power. It's breathable, but it will be difficult to breathe.
Okay. Minimum.
Right. Low oxygen, but still there. So chances of the survivors has gone up a little bit.
Okay. Especially after 70 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much power this model of ship would carry, but 73 years is pretty wild.
right.
Just to quickly interrupt there, RX Oliver, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, guys.
Hey,
We're playing the
thank you
Alien
for the
TTRPG, and we are probably about to die horribly vicious deaths.
How do you
Not me, though. These guys.
Maybe not
Space
today,
death.
but maybe next time.
Oh,
All
Chris
right,
the Kid, thanks for another second raid. Jesus,
Oh
guys,
wow,
thank
2
you.
raids and so just as long. Thank you for
All I'm
joining us.
saying-
We are playing the Alien RPG right now, the module Chariot of the Gods, which I've kind of twisted around a bit. We are in the last sort of few minutes of our stream today, but the party is about to board a derelict ship that has been missing for nearly 73 years.
Hey, if you're interested in learning, we did build the characters from scratch, Kaylee. So if you want to check out our YouTube channel, the link is down below. It'll be up probably tomorrow or the day after.
Yep.
Also, all I'm saying is RX Oliver raided the channel. All I'm saying.
I did notice.
That's
We do have an Oliver here.
Oh, that's the name of one of the characters. I was completely confused.
Dr.
Yeah,
Oliver.
Yes,
so I
it
was
is.
like, do you know this guy?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Doesn't
We have
matter,
our own
guys.
Dr. Oliver.
My wife brought me from Tesco's a big 2-liter bottle of Pepsi Max. Frig you all.
Nice.
Very sweet.
Good moment.
Very good.
Okay, so have you shown us any kind of new map now that we've opened up
As soon
door
as you
and gone
pass
in?
through the inner airlock door, we'll get you onto the next map.
So,
Oh, we're
Craig,
definitely
just,
sponsored.
Just out of curiosity, that question is just important in case that something happens.
Yes, totally. Yeah, that makes absolute sense.
Do I or do I not?
I did answer you.
Oh,
Wait,
I
what's
missed
the
it.
question?
Yeah,
Sorry.
you do not. Whatever
Okay.
the question was. But yeah, after everyone gets into the airlock and the interior airlock door is pressed, the room depressurizes. You all feel that gravity kind of taking over the room in a bit more of a strong and kind of normal strength. Your mag boots hit the floor and you enter into a room, a junction room. So you can see that the airlock leads into this room and it kind of comes in from above and goes down a ladder. You come down onto this floor. The ladder continues down at least 2 more decks below, and you're in a small room with 2 doors on either end, one to the north and one to the south. There's a small intercom box on the wall, and I'm going to put you there right now so we can see it.
Woo, map change.
He's going to put us there right now. Stay tuned, listeners.
Okay, so now the question is, what is the lighting situation in here?
It is dark. The
I am
lighting.
looking at a black square. Is that what I'm supposed to be looking at? I'm not. My character isn't on.
Oh, you're so I will put
yeah.
Russell on there so you can see what's happening.
I think the stream is also looking at a black square. So I don't know if you can open it up for Kate.
Yeah, I don't know if we have token vision.
I see things.
Yeah, so do I, but I just don't know if it's given to
hold
the
on.
I'd say the Marines would have like
headlamps on.
torches,
Yeah.
headlamps, or at least the shoulder lamp, or
We have
Yeah,
the
we
some
all
of
would,
them
we all would have like lights on our helmets.
Oh yeah, I can see
Nikolai's
something
wearing a
now.
miner's hat.
Yeah.
There we go. You should be starting to get that room now.
Oh, Dave.
It's 2180.
It's a tiny little.
It's 2184. You'd think somebody'd invent night vision goggles by now.
Well, everything's green, so they must be wearing night vision
Yeah.
goggles. In space, no one can see in the dark.
That's made my night. In space,
Nice.
no one can see in the cupboard.
Luckily, my PDAT has holocore mapping systems. I can kind of record the area as we go, so we'll know where everything is, and maybe
great.
if we find a
Exploring
mainframe,
that.
everywhere we'd go.
Nikolai's
Contrary to what the map is saying, the doors to the north and the south are solid. They don't have a little window in them, so you can't quite see the hallway beyond.
Nikolai's just slowly pivoting on his heel to try and use the motion sensor if there's anything here. You know, just a wee.
Yeah.
Just a
Right.
scan.
And at first there are no pings. But then after a few seconds, there's a very weak sort of ping about 100 feet to the south, and it looks like it might be on a lower deck.
This is motion sensor, is it?
Yeah, Nikolai's pointing to the floor and to the south. Something over this way.
Okay, so before
Kill them
we
all,
make
Craig.
any moves, looking at the ship from the outside, we should have a clear idea of where the command center would be by the way it's built.
Yeah, you would have a sense that you're somewhere near the bridge, Mother's mainframe. It'll be an older model, but it should be somewhere around here. Whether that's on this deck or on a lower deck is kind of in question.
But perhaps like to the north of us, to the south, like we're is
It
the
seems
length
like
of
the
the
front of
ship
the ship-
north south or east
Yeah,
west?
The front of the ship would be to the north.
The front of the ship would be to the north. So all right, so and perhaps if anybody's in a pod, it might be that direction as well. We don't exactly know.
Small model ship. I don't know anything about it.
All right.
I mean, our priorities to get the data, so that's what we should work on.
I would like to find out what's going on with this ship, and the information would probably be at the command center.
It's for Mother to keep her logs, so
Yeah.
she's still active. That's where we'll find it. She probably has a log of what happened. I mean, I'm sure there's surveillance on the ship. If we can get the power somewhat on, we might be able to pull that.
All right.
Are we not going to be concerned about the blip?
I mean,
I say
motion. It
let's.
could be anything. It could be a. Is it heat? Is it heat signatures or is it motion?
Motion.
It's just motion, and it's so sensitive that you would be aware that like that might have been someone moving around, or like
A rat.
say there's like chains like hanging off of a wall and swinging. Like it's sensitive enough that it would pick that up too.
If
But
it starts moving closer, let us know. But I mean, not much we can do about it now.
I like to prepare for the worst.
All right, keep an eye on it.
All right, I will take up the rear. Damon, you
All right.
take the pointing.
All right, and then the other side.
Northern door.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just to say, Craig, before we
Nikolai's
get
gonna be
further
behind.
in, we are approaching. It is just 11 o'clock, and I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it as this door opens.
Okay.
Can we get?
Open the
Can
door.
we just get in order? And Nikolai, you could be behind.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Nikolai.
Nikolai's
Sorry,
on
that's
at 6,
I'm giving the wrong token. So I'll be heading to the door first with the gun.
Okay. Damon, as you open up that door, kind of hisses open and kind of opens up vertically the two halves, revealing an astronaut suit that is slumped up against a door on the opposite side of the hallway. You can see on the door itself is an older but identifiable symbol for Mother's mainframe. It's similar to the one that's on the Montero.
Not been
The
gentrified
slumped
yet.
over... Sorry?
It's not been gentrified yet.
No, not quite. The astronaut suit is missing its helmet, and the body inside of it is missing its head. There is a brown splatter against the door behind him, and in his hands, he's still sort of very tightly gripping onto a shotgun. And that is where we're going to end the session for today.
Dibs.
Ooh,
Oh,
cliffhanger.
Fuck
Thank
you, Dean.
you, everyone, for tuning into this first episode of Season 2 of Dice Size Tales. We will be back in 2 weeks' time as most of the crew enters the Cronus. And we have
I'm very excited.
Russ's day off on the other side of things. I love it. Thank you to all these lovely players, and of course,
Crossword.
thank you to the great and powerful Techno Mistress Kate, who is running things behind the scenes, who designed this wonderful overlay that we're using, that you're all seeing on Twitch, and just the work she does is eternally just blessed work. All of the
Very
maps are straight out of the modules, so we can credit Free League for that. Any music I used today was all by Tabletop Audio, except for the distress signal. The distress signal is a free resource that I found online. I've got the creator here.
It was me screaming.
The creator for that one was Nobleman Nick. He's got a post where it's like a Google Drive file of like dozens and dozens of sound clips that you can use if you're trying to run Chariot of the Gods. It's really great. You should check it out.
It's cool.
so it's specific to this module.
To this module, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, obviously he's
that's
going to record a
wicked.
bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. So yeah, and that's my
Howdy.
my most gracious acknowledgements for this evening. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow with Software and Saga. On Sunday, we have the Gallows Corner one shot. And then on Tuesday, GM Carrig, we'll see you, and Roberto, actually. We'll see you in Arcane.
And Kate
Adventures
in the
and
background
Adventures.
there.
And Kate in the background there as well. Yeah, love you all. Thank you for tuning in. And
See you guys.
until next time, I cast Bless on all of you.
Remember to eat your eggs.
Counterspell.